And welcome to a special episode of the Unhinged Vibes Podcast. It is finally our 50th episode of the our regular series, I guess. So today is going to be a very special topic. It is our non-superhero draft. But before we get into that, how are you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. I'm excited. We've been talking about doing this one for a while, almost immediately after our superhero draft.
Yeah?
So now that it's in, oh man, I'm pumped. Let's go.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And just like you said, I am pumped for this. I'm pumped to take first place again.
Oh my goodness. Now, if you don't know who's here with me, let's start off to my left. Hello, sir.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Coastal, a.k.a. Coast Dynasty on Instagram, a.k.a. the defending champ. That's right. You heard me.
Oh my
The defending champ, a.k.a. the Blizzard of the Coast.
And to his left, we have...
It is your boy Noslin 69ers. My name backwards is 69ERS. How's it going, everybody?
Oh my goodness. And it's me on the ones and twos, Mr. Caramel Thunder, Caramel with two L's. Now, today is going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day because we're finally doing our 50th episode after having a 3-month hiatus on the regular series because we've been doing a bunch of other stuff. But we're going to get into the details in a second. But let's just tune in with everyone just to see how everyone else is doing. So how you guys doing, man? It's been a while since we've done a episode in person.
Yes.
So this is nice to see y'all. This is very good. Right? Oh, man. I know, man. But anyways, let's start off with you, Nelson. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Just been busy with work, working the kids. That's all. You know, putting together some decks. And just to let you guys know, I did buy... what's it called? Necromancer
The
Necrons kill team.
Yeah, buddy.
I gave in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hasn't been painted yet. I haven't opened it yet,
Okay,
but
okay.
it's because I remember I sent you guys that picture of
yeah.
my Magic and game boards, and it was right up there. I didn't know
Yeah.
if you guys saw
I
it.
noticed.
I saw it. That's the first thing I looked
Immediately saw
at.
it, yeah.
First thing I looked at.
So
Okay.
I am there. So I think it'll be a new hobby to take on and see what happens.
Best advice I can give you is when you look at the sprues, don't get overwhelmed because there's a lot going on with those sprues. Just read the directions once or twice over, and then go on from there. Because sometimes there's multiple steps, like in different places.
Yeah.
Just take your time with it, and it's no rush. And make sure you scrape the mold lines. If you don't, we'll show you how to do it, and then you'll be fine.
I figure it'll give you guys enough time to practice. So when I play you guys,
Are you sure you're gonna have enough time? I also heard you're picking up another hobby.
Oh, yes. I have... it'll be starting next Thursday. I will actually be doing a bachata routine with
Yeah,
friends of mine at Dance World. So
very
it's
nice.
going to be about a month long.
That's gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to see the final product, man.
It's actually... The showcase will be in April.
I'm down. Yeah,
So
let me know
I will
when.
let you know
I'll
for
get
sure.
tickets.
Yeah.
I'll get tickets.
I will let you know.
Sweet. Okay. What about you, Coastal? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited. I'm very happy to be with both of you at the same time. That, again, has been rare lately. So it's good to be here in person with the two of you. Super excited about that. Unfortunately, because of some of the circumstances that have been going on with the world around us, we haven't been able to get together as much as we'd like to. But I'm excited to be here with you guys. With me, Warhammer, baby.
Oh yeah.
Warhammer.
Oh,
I take forever to paint.
But
It
your
takes
miniatures
so
look
long.
amazing. Your miniatures look
Thank
amazing.
you.
They
Thank
look
you.
good.
Really good.
Making a bunch of rookie mistakes, but learning from it, and just like I was always gonna wonder how good am I gonna be? How good are my figures gonna look? Because I'm an awful artist. I'm terrible artistically. I don't have an artistic bone in my body, but I'm very patient and I'm very good at following directions. So those things, and I'm painfully anal. So probably not the two words to put together, but
No, probably
yeah.
not.
No.
But yeah, I'm very much the sort of I use my analyst brain when it comes to painting, and it's turned out all right so far. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait to get Nelson over here on the kill team board. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I imagine that it's going to go just as well as Magic, where he's going to talk a whole bunch of junk then just get slammed to the ground. So I'm excited for that too. It'll be just like when he drafts. when he drafts heroes. It just
Goes to shit.
A lot of talk, and then just goes right down the drain as soon as the actual competition starts.
To our listeners out there, if you guys want to listen to the previous draft that we had, you can be the judge.
I'm still sour. He stole Batman from me. So
that's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. Batman. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. How about yourself? How are you doing?
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. Warhammer is kind of taking over my life at the moment, which is very nice. While it's taking over, also my baby's taking over my life in a good way as well. So she's 6.5 months. Ooh. She has 2 baby teeth right now. She's finally eating solid foods.
There you go.
So she's doing really well. She's been teething a lot, of course, but other than that, like, she's an absolute angel to have. It's very nice that we actually get to record in person, right? So that's also good. This was one of the highlights of my week so far. Nice. So I cannot wait to get into this episode because other than that, like, everything I do other than work, baby, is literally just Warhammer, right? There's a new Tau Codex, which is literally dropping for pre-order tomorrow. So yeah, I cannot wait because I'm gonna be hooked on my second army already, which is crazy. Yeah. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you're lapping me already, man.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? That's fine.
We're gonna take this slow.
This is slow for me. Yeah. This is real slow for me. Okay, but anyways, before we start, turn your mic in towards you a little bit. Angle it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so sorry, it's been a while since we've all used the studio mics.
Yeah,
so
gotta get that ring rust out, man.
Exactly. Okay. Anyways, so today's special episode is number 50. This is our 50th episode. We decided to do a non-hero draft or non-superhero hero draft. Now, we got to break down, first off, what is our definition of a non-superhero? Let's go around the table because we might have all different definitions, but let's hear all of our definitions. If they line up, we can move on to the next thing. If not, we have to discuss what's going on. Let's start off with you.
All right, so I'm going with the no flights, no tights rules. So if you've got, if they're super powered or if they've got sort of out of superhuman abilities, they're out. They don't count. Now, that can also be open to interpretation, right? Like, there have been a lot of superheroes who are like, well, you just took 6 slugs in the chest and walked it off, right? But so that's basically my definition is if you're not superpowered, you're eligible. You're available in this draft. So we're talking no Superman, no Spider-Man.
So essentially you're saying like no one from like the DC or Marvel universe?
Well, as a start, but also, like no Hancock, no.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
No typical superhero.
Yeah.
Your typical superhero. Okay, that's your definition?
Yeah, basically we should be able to sort of immediately be able to figure out like when the guy's got the costume, when the guy can fly.
Yeah.
He's kind of a superhero. He doesn't count in this one. But there are going to be some gray areas where some of us, and not pointing at anyone in particular, may stretch the definition of what a movie hero is going to be, but or a superpowered being. But we'll see. I'm not pointing at anybody specific, Nelson. Nobody specific at all, Nelson. Definitely not accusing anybody, Nelson.
That's so funny. Okay. Nelson, what about you? What is your definition of a superhero? Of a non-superhero.
I think just to piggyback off what Coastal said, I think I would add just someone who's real. Someone who, like, any one of us could be a hero.
Oh, shit.
So someone who's real, not someone, like I said, no superhero, like no mutants or someone from another galaxy. Just someone real.
Y'all fucking with me right now. Okay.
Right.
Okay. For me, it's your typical superhero, like no tights, no flight, no mutants, like superhero powers, like your general superhero powers would be a no-go for me.
Okay.
Right. So do we all agree on that?
I think so.
Do we all at least agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you also wanting to add in a sub rule where if a character is kind of like we can all debate on it.
Oh,
and if the majority is like, okay, no, that's kind of a superhero. Okay, you repick.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
okay. Because then at least that gives us a little bit of a debate on like, is that really is that not a superhero? Is it really like this
Does
and
it
that?
count?
Because just in case if we each have picks are like kind of on the line, but we don't know, and we just want to say it. Because if it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't, we just pick a new one, right?
Yep.
So yeah, right. Yeah, he's trying to rat you out here. Okay, so we have that covered.
Okay.
Anything else we have to cover before we explain how we're gonna do the draft itself?
10-person teams, like last time. I think
Yeah.
other than that, I think the rules will be the same as last time.
Okay, so we're gonna pick names at random.
Are we going to limit it to TV, movies, both?
I say any kind of media.
Okay.
I say any kind of media.
Okay. My draft board was strictly movies, but we can definitely go into media.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
can
at
figure
least any media. Because then just in case if like all your picks get taken, right, you can just start thinking off the cuff.
Yeah. And action is a genre that is mainly movies.
Yeah.
So
It is, yeah.
But now it's going into shows. If you think about
is.
it, now it's really
The
going
newer
into
stuff-
shows.
I mean, everything's going into that sort of deeper dive into the 10-part series type of thing.
Yeah. Okay. What else here? Okay, you guys just want to go into the breakdown of the rules?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go
let's
break
do
it
Okay,
down.
so we're going to do this fantasy draft style,
Yep.
correct? That's what it's called. So we're going to go around the board, starting off with somebody. Okay, so we're going to pick a name for who draws first. We're going to go first 5 rounds in that order, and then we'll take a break. We'll reconvene, right? We'll discuss the first half of the draft, and then we'll pick a new draft order. Okay, the person who started first last round cannot start first this round. They're probably going to be starting last. They'll probably just start last. Or in the middle, whatever the pick is. But once we do the second half, we will discuss as fair as possible who actually picked the best team. How do you think your team would stand up against all the other teams? So for that one, like, let's try and be as non-biased as possible. You know, we'll try to be.
That's not happening.
But honestly, if someone picked
We
a
can
good
try.
team, I'm more than happy to say you picked a really good team. Like, I'm more than happy to say that. But we'll try to. You know, sometimes ego gets in the way. But hey, if someone picked a good team and I got to give them kudos, I'll give them kudos for it, 100%.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm trying to think of something. I thought I had something and then I forgot it. So just immediately, nobody who was drafted, obviously, in the superhero round is eligible for.
Oh, no,
sure,
hell no.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who is eligible or has been drafted for the superhero draft will not make it on this draft.
Okay.
So any of those genres as well will not make it on those drafts.
The one thing we were talking about too, the James Bond rule. You're taking the character, and you
Not
get
the
that-
actor
and
who
you
plays.
get, and you get all iterations of that character, right? And you take the character, you don't take the actor, because we were talking about how.
So if you say James Bond by this actor, you get that actor playing that James Bond for all those movies.
No, you get that character. You get
the
James
character.
Bond.
Oh, so you get James Bond.
You get Connery,
Oh.
James Bond. You get
Oh,
Roger Moore.
shit.
Roger Moore.
Yeah.
You get
For
you get
real?
all of the James Bonds, because we were saying too. Because I remember when we were
It's
discussing.
like we all have a James Bond. We all have a this. We all have a
and
that.
The other part too is we had thought, we had discussed maybe taking the actor, like you get the
Yeah.
actor, but then it's like, well, then if I have the first overall pick, I'm going to take Bill Preston from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and all of a sudden now you guys can't take John Wick or Neo.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's fair.
the ultimate dick move.
Okay, that's fair. So you're picking the character that the actor plays,
You're picking the character,
and then anyone that has shared the name.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get
That's
that
fair.
character.
That's fair. So there's none of us have like 3 Jason Bournes
Exactly. You
or
don't-
whatever else.
there's-
Like I have a
yeah.
team full of Jason Bournes. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, and,
that's fair.
yeah, and it's really more for it's really especially important for James Bond. Right?
You want to, how about this? You also want to make a rule like if you pick someone from a franchise or movie, you can't pick another character from that franchise or movie.
You specifically can.
You specifically can't, someone else can. So it varies your list. You're not having everyone from like, let's say the Fast and Furious franchise or a Mission Impossible franchise, or something like that. So it's very specific, and you actually have to be more thoughtful with your picks.
But that franchise is still open to everybody else.
It's everyone else,
Yeah,
but
okay.
essentially you just got to pick that right one.
Trying to lock me down here or
There
what?
goes my draft board. I had everybody from Bloodsport.
Oh, wow.
Everybody from Bloodsport's a good guy, baby.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay.
All right.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, you know what? I realized while we were talking is we don't have a way to decide who's first.
Oh, shit. Wait, I can just go on my phone and put a random name generator. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Hille, let's see.
So we do that. You know what? While he's doing that, let me ask you a question, Nelson. When you're building your team of 10, what's sort of the viewpoint that you're approaching it? How are you approaching this? How are you going to build this team of 10?
Like, are you trying to lose on purpose, or are you?
Or is it just?
I'm not going to.
Or is it just through sheer incompetence?
No, I think for this one, I think I want to take someone who's a sheer winner, and when you see him, that guy can lead.
Girl.
How are you building the chemistry of this team? Like, are you taking 10 alphas and then whatever, or are you going to try to build sort of like when we had discussed our superhero draft, Caramel was trying to build it like a raid team, and then I was sort of trying to look at it from the point of view of I was building a sports team, and then you were taking it as you were building it from a viewpoint of
don't suck and die team.
Yeah, no. I remember what your strategy was. Your team of 10 would win in a team versus team battle. That's what I remember you saying. So, is that sort of the same approach you're going to take with this one?
I don't know in this one. I really don't know.
No?
Okay.
I don't know. Like I don't know if I might just pick the best person there.
Okay.
And
then just let chemistry.
Yeah, and
build a super team and let chemistry deal with it.
Or if I'm actually gonna build the team and find chemistry. I don't know yet.
What about you? What's your method of drafting?
So my strategy is this: I've always thought that an action movie franchise, or for an action movie itself to become a franchise, it's got to have like just an entertaining group. It's not necessarily going to be the 10 guys who, a team of 10 who might necessarily win against your team of 10 or your team of 10, but it's a team that you can see this team of 10, the Coastals make 10 movies like the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah.
There's going to be enough interpersonal drama, interpersonal sort of relationships, and enough sort of action woven in between them that the 10 of them are going to be like the Expendables. I'm looking at this from a point of view like an Expendables team, like a Fast and Furious team. Everybody's got a sort of a set role where they can shine, and there isn't going to be too much duplication in terms of what they're good at and what they're bad at. So that's what I'm hoping to build.
Okay.
What about yourself?
All right. Okay, there we go. I just make one change. Okay. For me, I'm looking at it as a raid team again.
Okay.
Because you don't want all alphas. Let's be honest here. No one wants a team of all alphas because they'd be butting heads. There's no team coherency. Okay. I want to make sure that even if I don't pick the best people, overall, my team is more willing to actually work together and beat you guys than to actually just have the best people, right? Let's be honest here. Like, I think, what is it, Moneyball? Where you don't draft the best people. You draft the people you need to help the team become better. You draft by numbers, right? So that's my goal, is to draft by numbers. Everybody I pick has a specific role in the team to help, one, benefit the team as a whole, and two, to have them shine, right? Because you don't need 3 people to do the exact same job when you can have one person do that job and have 2 other people do other things.
Okay.
Right? So I want to make sure that I cover all my bases. I want to make sure that no matter what situation happens, by the numbers, my team should win. That's my goal. That's my goal. Okay.
Cool.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready. Ready, Freddy, man. I've got my draft board ready to go.
So here we go. I have the click to spin. I think it's just a click. So here we go. Click to spin in 3, 2. Boom. Noslin goes first. After Noslin, I'm going to remove his name.
Didn't it say Coastal?
No, it didn't say Coastal. What are you talking about? Okay. After him, I'm going to pick who goes second. So I'm going to click to spin.
If only the Knicks were that successful at the draft board.
Oh. I think I am dead last. I am last.
So that's the same draft order as last time.
It actually is. Look at that. That's some bullshit. Okay, anyway, so that is our order. So we're going counterclockwise.
All right.
We're going counterclockwise. Okay. You boys ready for this draft?
I'm ready, man.
I am ready.
All right, here we go. Round number 1.
First pick.
What is your first pick, my friend?
Well, let's see. How much time do I got?
Oh, my gosh. I already know who the hell you're picking.
Yeah,
if you don't pick
let's
it,
just go there
it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
Let's just go there. I'm waiting.
You know what's funny? This is like the Batman pick.
Yeah.
He is the Batman pick.
Yeah, he
which is crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy that he got him right away, too.
That's so dumb. I was hoping I'd get him first.
Explain why you're taking
Yeah,
this
explain why and who he is.
Well, he is.
Huh?
Do you have the draft button? The pick is in?
No, wait, do I? Hold on, let me see. What's this? One. Nope, that's not it.
That's all good.
No, I don't. No, I
Okay.
don't. Damn it. That's okay. That's okay.
Picking Baba Yaga. Who else?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Who else? He
That's a
is
strong
the guy
pick.
that. He is the guy that when shit goes down, he's the one guy you can trust to get it done.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, boys, remember to talk into your mic so I can hear the painfulness of your freaking description of John Wick. I wanted him.
And
You knew when you got third pick.
Oh, 100%. I'm losing all the good picks.
And
But I can counterpick. I can
don't
counterpick.
can.
don't mess with his dog. You
I
mess
should have
with
picked his dog because then he'd never shoot his own dog. Okay, that's
John
a
Wick
that's a
is
very
number
good
one.
pick. That's like we said, he is the Batman of this draft.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. There's no one else that we'd fight over other than John Wick.
Yeah, I think so.
Very good pick. Very good pick.
I think this draft is over then, I guess.
Oh my god! Hey! It's not over yet. Not over yet.
The viewers will know.
The viewers will know.
The
Yeah.
viewers will
Okay.
know.
Okay. Coastal,
All right.
your first pick for round one.
All right, so just like the last time when you decided to go with Batman, I had to go with Superman. I think we're going in that same direction. So
Oh shit.
he is I can guarantee. See, here's the thing: is John Wick was actually not the top of my board.
Oh, for real?
This guy's the top of my board, but I'm contemplating because of who's drafting, and you're not getting another pick. I'm contemplating whether or not I risk leaving him for my second pick, taking the risk that he'll still be available, and grabbing somebody else who you might take, because I don't think this guy's on your board at all.
Okay, let's see.
Because here's the thing, is that Nelson took the guy who I believe is the quintessential action star of the 2010s.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
He's the top action star and he's the star of the top action franchise of the 2010s.
Yeah. You're right.
For the uninitiated and for the people at home, what year were you born in?
93.
All right. See, there you go. Because I'm taking the quintessential action star of the 80s.
Is this Van Damme?
It is not Van Damme. It is not. Oh, I know I'm going to get Van Damme later on. And you
Oh,
got like 40
God.
movies. I had a board where I was going to take 10 Van Damme characters.
That'd been hilarious,
I was
actually. That'd
contemplating
been
that.
hilarious.
No, I'm going to take the guy who Nelson said his guy is the guy who you need to get it done. We know my guy can get it done. We know he is the top action star of the 80s. He's a guy who you think John Wick's a one-man army. You've never seen John Wick fire a bazooka.
Okay.
You've never
Just
seen
wait
him
till
do that.
hey, next movie you never know.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he has.
Has your guy killed some guy with a book?
No, he's blown up libraries. He's books
There is no books.
are for nerds. Yeah. So the actor who plays John Wick is also the star of The Matrix. So I, in a nod to John Wick, will also go to The Matrix.
Okay.
And I'm going to select from Commando, John Matrix.
Actually, I had him next.
Did you?
I did.
That's why I was like, I thought you might take him. I didn't think AJ would take him.
John Matrix, eh?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
eats green berets for breakfast.
Yeah. He's dead tired. Every action movie trope that happens now, thanks to this guy.
Okay, wait. Okay. Are we wait. So let's say so you draft him.
Yep.
You draft Arnold, essentially. Are you allowed to draft another Arnold?
I think so.
Yeah, just not. He can't
Just
draft anyone in
nothing-
that.
I just can't
Just
draft
nothing
anyone
from that
Commando.
franchise.
Yeah, which is another reason why I was contemplating.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you had him? You had
He
him
was
on
actually
board?
on my list. He was like on one of the
Really?
bottoms, but he was
Okay.
actually on my list.
He was on your list.
He was
on my
second.
list.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, I got my guy.
That's good. That's good.
I got
Okay.
my top guy.
Now this is my first pick. So let's be real here. This man, if it wasn't for this man, a lot of the kung fu action stars would not be here.
Oh,
He would not be here. They would not be here if it wasn't for this man. There have been multiple movies of this man. He was a mentor of one of the greatest The movies alone have brought me to tears. All right? I'm going to pick.
This is a solid.
I'm going to pick. Watch it be totally different.
Yeah, no, he's.
I'm going to pick. Let me just write this down.
That is not who I thought. That is not who I thought.
IP man, the man,
No, I
the
didn't.
mentor to Bruce Lee,
I did not.
Bruce
That's who
Lee.
I thought you were going.
the legend to everybody else. If it wasn't for this man, Bruce Lee would be nothing.
All right.
Let's be
fair
honest. I'm going to the master of the master.
enough. Okay.
No, that's
I'm going to the master of the master. So, hey, if it wasn't for this man, Bruce Lee would not be the man he is today, or he was.
Okay.
Right? All respects to Bruce Lee, but this is the man who taught him how to become better, how to become the master. So
All right.
my first pick is IP man.
All
Donnie Yen, IP.
If not,
And let's be real here. That man can fight more than 10 people in a ring for a bag of rice and win. Bare knuckle. Bro, let's be real here. That man is a legend and must be respected. His respect is earned.
yeah,
100%
He's on my,
earned.
he was on my board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need him because, like, he is very strategic. He's his offense is his defense and vice versa. He's the master. He's for me, I don't know if he's my glue. Right now he's more of a very much offensive guy in my team, but we'll see how things go. But right now he's my first pick and I'm happy with my first pick actually. I'm very much happy with my first pick.
How hot was he on your board?
actually he wasn't.
No. Okay.
Would he have been if you thought of him?
If I thought of him, yeah, I thought of someone else actually.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I thought
Yeah.
of
So,
someone else.
okay. Because everybody
Speak closer
wants
into your mic. Speak closer
Everybody,
to your mic, man.
everybody wants a martial artist on their team. I think.
You need at least one.
You
You
need
need
at
at
least one,
least one. At
Yeah.
least one.
Yeah, he was on my martial artists category. I've got it grouped out on my draft board. And he wasn't at the top, but he was there. So,
Okay. Okay.
all right. So you're up. We're coming around the board. We snake right back to you.
Oh yeah, because I do too.
Yeah.
Oh snap. Okay, boys. This is gonna be really hard because we're gonna have to debate about this one. Let's be honest here. We're gonna have to actually debate about this one. Here. My second pick.
Second round, there's already a debate. Let's see.
I know.
Controversy.
Just because I want to know if this is still valid. Because in my eyes, he's not a superhero. In my eyes, he's not a superhero. But I want to know your guys' opinion. If he is, then I'll just pick somebody else. But I want to know, like, what you guys' thoughts are.
If you say Batman, I'm going to call you Nelson.
Oh
for
my
the
god,
rest
that'd be
of this
hilarious.
podcast.
It's like, I pick Alfred. I pick Alfred. He doesn't have any powers. He's just a human being. He can be one of us.
Yeah.
We can be a butler. Okay, so he is a professor by trade. He has educated hundreds, if not thousands, of people during his time. He is a headmaster of a very important school. If
Why
you
do I
guys
still think he's Professor X. Like,
if
that's
you-
how
I know,
he's
that's what I'm
describing.
thinking.
if you guys know, so okay, if at any point before I say the name and you guys know it, just comment in the comment below and we'll see if you're right. He wears robes.
Okay, well, that's not Professor X anymore.
No.
He is an ancient man.
Gandalf. He's going to go Gandalf. He's Lord of the Rings nerd, man. He's definitely going to go Gandalf.
No.
No.
Not Gandalf.
And he was a mentor.
It's not Qui-Gon Jinn, right? Because you already took
Oh,
the
no,
Qui-Gon
fuck
Jinn
no.
of action
Yeah,
movies.
exactly, right? Exactly. No, for real. Exactly. He is from a magical world.
I still do.
Oh,
Jesus?
Jesus?
Harry Potter.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. That works for me.
He's the king. Like, dude, if you want someone with,
That works for me.
like, he's not a hero, right? Because essentially, we can all go to school.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. Magic could be real. We don't even know it, right? So it's just like I was thinking about. I'm like, wait. So non-superhero. I look at the Harry Potter franchise. I don't see any of them as superheroes. I just see them as just students learning magic or trying to learn magic for some of the characters. But is like, I'll try this. If they let it slide, they'll let it slide. Sweet. If not, I can pick somebody else. So Dumbledore, he is like the GoDaddy of magic. He is the poster boy of the strongest magic wielders in the Harry Potter universe.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I want to know your opinion.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have no problem with that pick.
Yeah.
My concern with that pick, and the reason I have no problem with it is because he's not on my board. Right? But if you pick someone who is sort of like, I'm afraid we're going to set a precedent here where magic's okay, and then he picks someone awesome that wasn't on my board. And then we say, well, we allowed Dumbledore, so we have to allow this guy who would have been theoretically on my board. So I personally have no problem with Dumbledore as a pick.
For me, I'm just risking it.
I have no problem with Dumbledore as a pick. We can discuss further with magic as it
if
develops.
picks come up that way, but I have no problem with it.
For me, though, for him, he's not using his magic for you guys. It's more defensive because he's a defensive guy.
Okay.
Right? For him, it's like putting up shields. So if you guys are shooting bullets or bazookas at my guys, puts up a shield. For me, he is my support character. He's my support character. He can make potions to heal people, improve people's agility, this and that. So I see Dumbledore as a support character, not as a front line. Because let's be honest, you shoot a wizard with a bullet, the wizard's gonna die. Okay. The wizard's gonna die. Yeah. Right? Let's be honest here. So I see him much as a support character. But yeah, I just don't see him as a superhero.
Okay.
I see him as a hero, just like IP Man, John Matrix, John Wick. My eyes, they're all heroes. They're not superheroes. So that's my thing.
I will let it go. I will let Dumbledore go.
Yeah.
But you're on thin ice with this magic stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. What do you think, Nelson?
Just wait till you...
Are you on my side with this one?
I am on your side with this
Just
one.
wait till you see my next pick. Yo, my next pick, you guys, your butt cheeks are going to clench so hard.
I guess Gandalf is going to be written down.
Just fair warning.
Dumbledore will kick the shit out of Gandalf. Let's be honest here.
The red light's going to come on if you start throwing Legolas around.
Yo,
the warning light's coming up if you throw.
Why? Why? Because it can kill an elephant?
No. Well, I mean, all of our guys can kill elephants right now, but
mine with a pencil.
Yeah.
Shut up. Mine with his bare hands.
Yeah. Mine with the biggest fucking gun you can find.
Okay. So that'd be my
Dumbledore. All right.
Second pick, Dumbledore as my support character, and my draft has gone through. Woo! Oh, I was hoping I need an OP guy. Like Dumbledore's an OP dude. Okay, go ahead, bud.
It's up to me. All right, I got my pick in the board already. So I've got my leader.
Okay.
Right. The second in command is the guy who I'm taking next. And there's always been historically, when it comes to action franchises, there are two ways that the second in command can go. Right. You can have the Riker, the guy who sort of complements the leader in all of the facets that they do.
Wait, talk about Star Trek right now. Don't talk about Star Trek right now.
I'm not taking Riker. Don't worry.
Talk about Star Trek right now. I'm going to kill you right now. We'll kill you.
I'm just providing an archetype.
Okay.
Right? So it's a guy who's going to support and just really help. Like this, there's the Scottie Pippen as the Chicago Bull to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And then the other aspect of it is the retired Scottie Pippen to retired Michael Jordan.
Oh, gosh.
Where they're always at each other's throats.
Yeah.
And it's always like, why are you the leader? Why do we got to listen to you? Who do you think you are? You're not better than me. You ain't going to tell me how to do stuff. Right? You guys should be following my lead. Mm-hmm, so this is the direction I'm going with the second guy. Is I want to see constant conflict, because conflict will either tear your team apart or will improve. So I'm looking for, at least with the top two guys, two major alphas.
Oh, God.
And this is the direction I'm going, because I got John Matrix, who is the quintessential action star of the 1980s. And I am taking the quintessential action star of the 2000s right now. Unfortunately, it means that Letty is no longer going to be available to me, because I am taking, is it Captain or is it Special Agent? Special Agent Luke motherfucking Hobbs, baby. Let's go, Rockin' Arnie.
I have him on my list.
Rockin' Arnie.
I have him on my list.
Now the draft is over, boys.
Actually, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
You got John Matrix and you got Luke Hobbs on one team, man. That is Fast and Furious, my friends. I
don't know about that.
Fast and Furious.
We'll see. I don't know.
You both are so disappointed that I took Luke Hobbs.
I have him on my list. He's my seventh pick.
You know what? I'm not going to put Luke Hobbs as Fast and Furious because we have to put down our picks. I'm going to put Luke Hobbs from the Hobbs and Shaw franchise.
No, but that's the Fast and Furious franchise. I was like, what? So are you telling me that I can pick Legolas from the Lord of the Rings and Legolas from the Hobbit?
Yeah. So I will take Luke
That's awesome.
Hobbs.
That's awesome. That's actually a very good pick. That's a very good pick.
So action franchises, baby.
And also, in my opinion, Luke Hobbs is more the brains.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. He's a CIA,
Yes.
FBI agent. Like he's got the brains. He's 100%. He's got the brains.
Over Matrix?
Oh yeah,
sure.
yeah. Matrix is a brute. Like he's like big damage, big boy. Go.
But he's the brute.
Oh,
brute.
just you wait.
Yeah.
Just you wait. All right, Nelson,
All right.
your second round pick.
Been debating about this if I want to take. Well, I could probably leave him for later, but I think what I will do is someone that could complement John Wick. And
His puppy. Oh wait, you can't do that.
And only one person has killed this man in all his movies.
Oh, whoa,
Only
really?
one person in his movie, if I remember correctly, in all of his movies that he's been in, only one person has killed him, which was Darth Maul.
Oh, get the hell out of here! Get the hell out of here!
I am taking Mills from Taken.
I hate you. He was on my list.
I had him
I was
on the
gonna
board
pick
too.
him next.
Brian Mills.
That
is a soul. I thought you were actually going to take Qui-Gon Jinn. I was going to be like, wait a second. Flag on the play. I don't know if Star Wars guys count here.
Yeah, that's really close to the line in my opinion. Star Wars, that'd be really close to the line. Like, oh, I picked Boba Fett. Ryan Mills.
All right.
Very good pick. Very good
That's
pick.
a solid pick, man. I'm not gonna.
I respect
I'm not gonna
that.
lie. He may have been my third pick. So
So my third pick. Do I want another alpha? Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna bring this one up. I don't know if I want to bring it up early. No, you know what? I won't. I'm going with another.
Risk. You got 4 picks until your next one. So
I'm going with another alpha. Another
All right.
alpha. And Oops.
It's dropping bottles.
well, he ain't dropping mics with his picks. That's for sure.
Oh, that's for sure. Look at this.
Again,
Look at
the
that.
viewers will know.
Look at this.
Let's see.
Where do you think he's going?
Let's see here. Okay, so he
He smartly has taken 2 guys who are basically like solo franchises. That's the one thing is now.
and they're very much like they're, in my opinion, the most determined guys out there.
Oh, you know what? I got it.
If
Yeah.
you think about it, they are super determined.
Yeah. My
If
concern-
they have a goal, they'll go for it.
Yeah, my concern about taking Hobbs so early was that now there's a ton of like decent Fast and Furious guys who I no longer
Now,
have
yeah,
access
you
to.
don't have access to them anymore,
Yeah,
right?
So
For at least me and IP man, like,
yeah,
you guys don't really have anyone else to pick from there.
yeah.
So I'm going to take who was I can say, quintessential action hero star in the 80s as well.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah. He was hungry. All he wanted was some food.
Oh,
And then the county sheriff's office did him wrong. I am going to take, and I think you know who it is, John Rambo.
that's a solid pick. That's a solid historical pick there. That's the Iron Man of picks. It's just a good,
Really?
solid pick. Not off the board. Picked exactly where he should have been. Not a reach.
John Rambo.
That's a solid pick.
that's very good.
That should he should be able to counter John Matrix there easily.
Nope. I don't think so. That's not even close. I don't know what we're talking about here.
Shit. What the
Right.
hell?
Which means I left 3 good people on the board. So
Yeah.
What the hell?
Right. Is it up to me now?
it's
Yeah, it's up to you, my
All
man.
right. Okay. I think I know what direction I'm going to go. This might be a reach,
losing direction.
but it might not be. Oh, you wish, man. This is a solid pick. It's just a wonder. I'm just wondering if this is probably a round or two before I want to take this person, but also it's the one where if they get taken, I don't have a backup plan. So I'm going to take them now.
Okay.
And the thing is, we have got two massive alpha bulls who are just going to clash heads all the time. And they're always going to be running into each other. So you need somebody who's going to get in there and do the classic action movie line of, are we done measuring dicks yet, boys? Because we got a mission to get on. So I am going to take, and it's weird to hear a guy say that. So I'm going to take, I need a badass chick on my team. So I'm going to take the baddest of women. I'm going to take the bad one. She is the top dog when it comes to female action stars. I am taking, and you know she's got chemistry with Arnie. I am taking, from the Terminator franchise, Sarah Connor, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Sarah Connor, John Matrix, Luke Hobbs, all on one team. Whew. That's a tough team.
That's tough.
That's a tough team.
That's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Sarah Connor. Let's go, boys.
Man, you can make me want to change my pick.
I don't even know who the fuck to go with next.
Probably Gandalf, right? Is what you're going to think of next?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Legolas?
Probably.
Cheesy action flicks, man. This is my house, boys. The superhero movies, maybe I was on a bit of a disadvantage, but
Nelson, you shaking your leg is shaking the whole damn table, dude.
Because he's nervous, man. He's nervous.
He's sweating, bro.
Yeah.
So that I get 2 picks next, right?
You get 2.
Yeah, you're going back to back.
Okay, so I have my finesse character, which is IP Man.
Okay.
My high damage finesse character. I have my support, which can also duel as essential damage, right? Dumbledore. I need some brute strength. I need the brute strength.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got John Rambo and John Matrix on the other teams, man. You need someone who's going to be able to measure up to that.
In my opinion, this guy does match up. He for sure matches up.
Right.
He's from a show that I believe we've all watched.
Okay.
From an HBO show we've all watched.
Jon Snow.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay.
Hell no, Jon Snow. Hell no. Hell no. He is from that show, though.
Oh, so I was on the right path. Okay.
He is from that show. He has a longer mane than the horses on that show. I think he's like 6.5 feet tall, maybe. All muscle.
Oh.
Mr. Khal Drogo.
Khal Drogo.
I need muscle. I know for a fact that Khal Drogo never loses. Never loses.
All right.
Khal Drogo is my pick for my muscle. What do you guys think?
What do you think?
It's all right. It's all right.
I will say this. I think Khal Drogo is a solid character, who's a solid pick. I think that your team is a very, very good fantasy team.
Yeah, I can see that.
And-
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
We know which one of us is the fantasy nerd just by the first 3
Oh,
picks.
hell yeah. Dude, just wait till my next pick, bro.
Oh, man. Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, so,
You're up.
I have my muscle,
Yep.
which is Khal Drogo. I have my support, which is Dumbledore, and have my finesse attacker, which is going to be IP Man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want a badass chick as well.
Oh.
I want a badass chick as well.
Okay.
Now, this chick, in the movie she's in, is first off the latex, mwah, beautiful. Okay. Secondly, it's Kate Beckinsdale, mwah, beautiful,
Here we go. That's a solid pick.
beautiful. Anything with Kate Beckinsdale is beautiful. Let's be honest. She is absolutely gorgeous. But the version of Kate Beckinsdale that I'm going to be picking, she's a vampire.
Yeah.
Yep.
one of the best vampires.
I was going to ask about this because I had Blade on my board.
He's also a superhero.
Yeah, there you go.
One of the best, in my opinion, in that series. Or I guess when that movie came out, she was my favorite like female action star. I'm going to be honest, she was my favorite female action star. She's not afraid to do whatever it takes. 100%. I'm going with Celine from the Underworld series.
That's a solid.
Yeah,
That's
solid.
I'm like,
She's a solid character.
Yes.
for sure. I'm like, I need a badass chick, and she's my badass chick.
Especially in the second movie.
Oh hell yeah!
You pause it long enough. Ooh.
Oh right.
I mean, I heard.
It's not like I bookmarked the
No.
exact scene or anything. You know, it's okay. I didn't bookmark it or anything. Oh no, for sure. One of my favorite picks. One of my favorite picks is her, of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time. Those movies alone, in my opinion, too, amazing movies.
Yeah.
And there's so many good characters from that
Yes.
series. I'm like, I can't pick. Like, okay, which one out of all these do I actually want if I had to do or die? It'd be her.
Okay.
100% her.
I haven't watched that franchise in a while. She is the central character.
She is.
Yes,
She's
she
like
is.
the
Yeah.
central character.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, no, dude. She's, in my book, like 100% win.
Okay.
Like, oh, she's for sure a win in my eyes. Okay. Those are my two picks. Back to you, Coastal.
All right. So I'm going to take a guy who I'm probably taking a little higher than I want to.
Okay.
But I'm taking him because I know it's going to get this guy mad.
Oh.
He's going to immediately groan as soon as he hears.
Let's hear this.
Because I've got the two big heavyweights. So I need a middleweight
Okay.
action star. I need a guy who can hold up in a fight, has got the intelligence, right? He's got the ability with weapons. He's got the fighting ability.
Yeah.
The only problem with him, doesn't really know who he is.
Oh, shit.
I see you nodding your head, man.
And he can fight with a pen.
He can fight with a pen.
You know what's funny?
Say your guy killed the guy with a pencil. So can my guy. Your guy killed somebody with a book, right? My guy's killed somebody with a magazine. Put him on the board, baby. Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Jason Bourne. So
You know what's
now-
funny? I feel like you guys are just trying to counterpick each other, and I'm just enjoying my own shit here. You know, that this is how I feel the draft. I'm just going to pick my own picks because I know y'all ain't going to pick them, but both of you are just going at each other's throats. I love this.
I think it's because me and you have the same definition for what an action movie is.
That's so true.
So I'm
Guns
gonna-
blazing.
Guns blazing,
Cheesy.
cheesy lines.
Yeah. Cheesy stories.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So we are going Jason Bourne from the Bourne Identity series. So I've got in my opinion, the 80s, top 80s action hero, Hobbs, and the guy from 2000s. Until I think John Wick surpassed him, but until then, he was the man.
All right.
He was on your board, wasn't he? He was in the next two picks, wasn't he?
He was.
Oh, that tastes so sweet.
All right. Next. Well, this will be, I guess you want to say a surprising pick. I have 3 alphas there. So I'm going to take a guy that works in the background.
Ooh.
Good with surveillance, computers, that kind of thing.
Okay.
He was part of the disavowed list, and then he was brought back.
Okay. All right. That's a solid pick. I think I'm guessing that this is where you had to pivot to. This is where you had to pivot to because he was your second pick out of these two guys.
I am
when
going to be
took Bourne.
taking Luther Stickle.
That is not who I thought you were going with. Wow.
Who's Luther Stickle?
He was Ethan Hunt's pretty much right-hand man
Oh.
in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I remember. Okay. I know.
The thing Rames, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I was like 99% sure, but I was like, I didn't want to assume in my head.
Very nice pick, man.
Thank you.
All right, now you get your last pick of the first half.
Yeah.
And this one's more of a going at him and countering his...
Go right ahead.
Countering his Sarah Connor.
Yes.
All right.
She, I think, can take Sarah Connor out.
Oh, for real?
Easily. She's taken out aliens before.
No way.
She was my next. She was second on my board for
I was actually going to say her next too.
solid pick.
I'm going to take Ripley.
Very nice.
A solid pick.
Very good pick. Battlesuit Ripley? Or just regular?
Well, you get every iteration, right? So,
Which one would you prefer?
well, I guess it'll be Battlesuit, but then I think third or fourth, she ended up being an alien. But Battlesuit, you have to go Battlesuit Ripley.
Okay.
It's classic.
Very nice.
She'll just have to say, "Get away from me, you bitch," and then boom, they start.
You motherfucker bitch. You fucking.
So that rounds up my top 5.
Wow. All right.
I left.
We got 2 more picks before we get the halfway mark.
You can take them if you want. I'd be shocked if you didn't.
Who? Ethan Hunt? I'm actually not looking at Ethan Hunt. I have the better Ethan Hunt.
Oh.
With Jason Bourne.
Oh, you mean John Wick?
No. I mean, he's also a better Ethan Hunt, admittedly.
Oh, he is.
But yeah. So
Well, there's two powerhouses on the board still, or left. That's
yeah,
on the board.
there's 2.
In your eyes.
This is like when Spider-Man and Captain America lasted long. I think you know what it is. I think with those 2 guys, they're good, but we just don't have the attachment to them personally. Like that's how I am.
That's
with
fair.
Bond.
That's totally fair.
That's how I am with. I just don't have the connection to James Bond. So, where do I want to go? So I've got John Matrix. I've got Luke Hobbs. I've got Sarah Connor.
He's probably going to take
And I've got Jason Bourne.
a Luther Stickle kind of guy.
See, I wanted. No, see, I'm looking for. Do I want some? Yeah, see.
Do it.
You know what?
He's going to do it.
Yeah, okay, here we go. First off the board pick, baby, let's go. So, Nelson took a couple of my guys who were filling roles that I needed. So, I need a smart guy. I need a guy who's sort of a little bit more brains, a little bit more techie, a guy who can sort of, a bit more of a support character. I've definitely got plenty of alphas on my team. I need a guy who's going to be able to invent stuff and put stuff together for us.
I'm not available, though.
And, God, I told you, I am not building this team to lose. So that's why I'm not taking... Oh, you know what, though? You might be available for the next slot because I do need an old guy. So that's where Brian Mills was supposed to come in. I definitely had Brian Mills because everybody needs that sort of... Every team wants that guy who's maybe a little bit past his prime, but he knew the deal when he was younger.
Brian Mills.
Yeah, a little bit crotchety, like Brian Mills was. So that's where I'm going. I'm going to marry the 2 concepts together. Knowing that I've already got the fighting on the board, I'm going to quit looking over my shoulder into my draft board, man. This guy, Nelson, always forever cheating. Looking over my board. All right. I'm going to take my first off the board pick, maybe the smartest guy available so far, because we need to look to the future. So we need to look and we need to go back to the future. Dr. Emmett Brown, baby.
That's a good pick.
Great Scots.
That's a good pick.
That is 1.21 gigawatts of energy we are bringing to the table, my friends. So that is my 5th pick. I got my old guy and I got my smart guy wrapped up into one.
You're going to love my guy then.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, you got to put your pick on the board.
I'll put him down. Yeah, you can explain it. Like, see, listen, I respect your pick. So I'm going to do this while you're talking and not like our cohort over
Take
here.
up an hour.
And who tried to look over my shoulder at my draft board
motherfucker.
like a giant
Correct
cheater.
the name there.
Yours.
Brian. That's a B, right?
Yes.
Okay. It looks... Okay, cool. Brian. Okay. My pick. I'm actually going to the same style of pick as you are, Coastal.
Okay.
I'm going for my experienced... You're welcome.
Yeah. You're old dude.
He says old dude. I say experienced. My very much experienced pick who has experience in action, in scientific discovery, in leadership.
I know where he's going already.
You better know where I'm
I
fucking
know
going.
where you're going.
Right? This guy, in my eyes, if you want a leader, this is the guy you pick.
He was on my board for old people too.
But am I right though?
He's a solid pick.
He's the guy that you pick if you want a leader.
I took him in the second round.
Right?
Last draft. I took him in the superhero version of him in the second
Yeah,
round.
100%. So, yeah, he is the quintessential leader. It doesn't matter who your team is. They will respect him. If not, he will show that they have to respect him. He's fought countless things. He's come out of the most impossible odds. And he looks good doing it in a jumpsuit with no hair. It's Sir Jean-Luc Picard, the one and only captain, the actual captain, Jean-Luc Picard.
USS Enterprise, baby. I knew it. That's a solid pick, man.
Here's the thing, though. I was like, do I pick him? Do I pick Worf? Do I pick Data? Like, if I want a science guy, I'm like, that's crazy. Right?
Yep. I
Dude.
have him on my board.
Dude, it's like...
And the thing was, because here, I was under the impression that we were only going to do movies, and that was sort of going to be the technicality, because he did show up in the Star Trek Next Generation movies. So, yeah, that's a solid pick. Captain Jean-Luc Picard all day.
Yep. 100%,
Again,
man.
Super different definitions of what an action movie is, though.
Yeah.
He really went with the non-superpowered versus the action hero part. All right.
Yeah.
That's the first half.
That's the first half. Let's discuss what we think about each other's teams so far, and what your opinion is on your own team. Okay. So first off, Nelson, let's start off with you. How do you think your first half of the draft went?
You know what? I think it up until John Rambo went as I expected, and then this guy here sort of changed it for me a little bit, so I had to sort of deviate from what I wanted to do. But overall, I think I have what I need so far. I do have I do have the three alphas. I do have John Rambo, who can devise any plan. I have Luther Stickle, who can get through any sort of surveillance, who can actually make disguises.
Yeah, fair.
For
Okay.
them. And I have Ripley.
Yeah, okay.
She's fought aliens.
Okay, very nice. What about you, Coastal? How do you think your first half of the draft went?
So, if I'm going to be honest here, truthfully, if you take John Wick out of the equation, who was probably second on my board, that's my number 1, 3, 4, and 5 picks overall. My first 4 guys. Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
So, I'm exactly where I want to be. This is the action franchise team that I want. The only stretches, like I said, where I would have liked to have seen Brian Mills. I probably had him way too low on the board because he went in the second round. I thought I'd be able to get him where I got Doc Brown. Other than that, I've got the ones that I want. And hey, Arnie, The Rock, Matt Damon, Sarah Connor. This franchise is making bank, man. That's a movie that's making $300 million opening weekend.
Okay.
Opening weekend of The Coastals 7 is going to make $350 million opening weekend. It really is.
You want to know what's funny? I thought this was the hero draft, not the action hero draft. So it's kind of weird to see all your picks be action heroes. It's less like, are you going to include anyone else who's not an action hero but is a hero to be on your list?
No.
Because that's how I checked. This is a hero draft. So that's the rules that I went by. I didn't go by straight action rules. And you can tell by my pick, it wasn't just action. Minus, let's see here. I would count IP and Celine as action. Everyone else, I would say they're more like fantasy, mystical, sci-fi, right? But for me, I'm actually happy, very much happy where I am. I have my very intellectual leader with a lot of experience in Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I have the person who's two people who's more than happy to do whatever it takes to win with Celine and Khal Drogo. Dumbledore is there to back up the rear with the support and making sure everyone is topped up. Everyone's good. He can dish out his spells if he really wanted to. He could kill people instantly if he really wanted to. And IP man, for if you guys get up close and personal, he can tear you down with 1,000 punches in a few seconds. Right? So I'm very happy with my team. I know it's not the big brooding, big explosion motherfucker. Like, this isn't like, my team compared to your team is like, you guys are Tropic Thunder, big explosions, everything's going on, big action stars, Michael Bay movies. Michael Bay movie. You guys have a Michael Bay team going on right now. Yeah. I have more of like an indie film team going on, but still strong. I don't have the same budget as you guys.
You have a Peter Jackson team.
I have a Peter Jackson team. I'm the team who's going to win 14 Emmy nomination wins. Yeah. Right? So I'm very happy with my team. I actually really enjoy your guys' team a lot because all the characters I actually do recognize and actually grew up watching, right, with my parents. So like, I have nothing but respect for your team. It's just, they're totally different teams. Like, my team to your guys' team, totally different team. You guys have a more similar list because I don't know if it's the age-wise or whatever else, because you guys both grew up with the same style of movies and this and that, right? So it's nice that you have a younger guy on the team and not like an ancient on the other side of the table, right? So
we're like the same age, and I keep making fun of age. I might even be older than you. I don't even...
No, I'm older.
Okay.
Okay. So, no, it's nice to have a different, like
perspective.
Yeah, of it. So this is my team, and compared to your team, I love your guys' team, and I love my team. So I cannot wait to see what the full teams look like, because at the end of the day, I think if this had to go into like a computer generator right now, I know for a fact I would be on the lower list because you guys have more brawn. Like, you guys have way more action. You guys have way more punch and kick and booms on your teams than mine do. Right now, mine's more of like, I kind of need more muscle on my team. I have all the strategy. I have all the thought process. But when it comes to muscle, I might need to add more muscle just to try and keep up with you guys.
I know where he's going.
Right?
And fair play to you. Like, the one thing I will say is that when we did discuss sort of the framework of this, I think Nelson and I both interpreted it as action movie, but we did say non-superpowered hero.
Yeah.
So, whereas I think we assumed that to mean action movie and you assumed it to mean strictly non-superpowered. Yeah. Right? So then you lean towards, and we've seen this in terms of like even past discussions and past podcasts, that you do lean towards the fantasy and the sci-fi. That's sort of your house. And whereas the really the mindless big dumb action pieces are my house. That's where I live. We saw that with the movie top 5 movies. Podcast that we did.
I still need to watch a few on your list. You got to give me your list again. I need to watch those. I need to watch those.
Sure. Yeah. Now that you're back in town,
exactly,
it'll be a lot easier to get you access to those. I think I even have Usual Suspects here for you.
Really?
So. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things from this guy. I need to watch that movie. So, okay. So, you guys happy with first half?
Yes. I am.
Anything you guys want to talk about of like iffy movies or franchises that you guys might want to not like just put out there right away, so I don't pick a wrong freaking franchise or vice versa?
No, I think we're okay. Like I said, we did set precedent by saying that the Dumbledore was good. So, I mean, that does cut you off from the rest of the Harry Potter franchise. So there might have been some more questionable. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with the Harry Potter franchise, but if there was someone who might be questionable, I don't know who they are. But now they're not available to you, right?
Yeah.
You took. Game of Thrones is no longer available to you, so
here's
Star Trek.
My biggest things: Underworld, Star Trek, Game of Thrones.
The franchises that are your house are gone.
Essentially. So it's like, holy shit, what the fuck do I have left? Right. So I'm more. Yeah. I'm in a worse spot, let's say, than you guys are.
Yeah.
Right. Because yet again, I lean more into the fantasy side and like the hypothetical side and whatever else. Yeah. So. So we'll see where I come from for my next few picks. But
the one thing I'll say is I did think I picked Sarah Connor higher than I thought, but like I said, it's because the only other person I had on the list was Letty. I had Letty ahead of. Ahead of Ripley. But I don't have access to Letty anymore, right? That's because right. I took Hobbs. So
okay.
Yeah. So that's the one thing is I really wanted Hobbs.
Yeah.
But I knew that it cuts me off, 9 movies of worth of other characters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was kind of the risk reward kind of thing with that pick, eh?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
But
you guys.
just the in my head, I'm picturing sort of the the meme handshake with Arnold, but just picturing that with The Rock and his Samoan tattoos.
Yeah.
With
That'd be
jacked
dope.
up Arnold.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, just seeing those guys on posters together.
Okay, so we're picking for first pick. It's going to either be me or Coastal, and then I'll your name for second pick, and then we'll see who goes from there. Let's see, first pick. Still spinning. Looks like it's going to be me for the first pick. The second pick. Cool, second pick.
He gets an applause for his first pick, but you didn't get one.
I know.
You didn't get an applause for your first pick.
Hurtful.
Okay. Second
Some
pick
bias.
is going to go to...
So I'll get the applause when I win.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh!
That's whack.
Noslin, good second
That was
pick.
whack. I don't know if you guys couldn't see it, but it was basically it's a wheel that's spinning, and it was on my side the entire time, and then it ticked at the end. Like, hey, if I saw that, listen, I work in the gambling industry. If I saw that happen to a wheel, I'd immediately get that thing tested and calibrated to make sure that it wasn't weighted, because that was some bullshit.
Our techs are busy.
Sorry,
sorry.
our texts are busy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so it's going to be me,
You guys saw my
Noslin, and then Coastal.
conspiracies.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Good thing I got Jason Bourne with me, man.
That's funny. Okay, let's see here. Okay.
Laughing in the mic, man. No, it doesn't look like I'm the only one laughing at my joke.
Yeah, you laugh in your mic. You're just kidding. Okay, my next pick. I'm picking this one more of as like a fun pick. This is just a fun pick for me.
All right.
This one. I need some comedy
Ooh.
on my team. I need some comedy, some action comedy on my team.
Okay.
You should have picked from his list.
Damn.
My team, my guys are funny. They're funny. They're funny all the way to the bank, baby.
Okay, so
Arnold's funny. The Rock is funny.
So I got 3 picks. 3 picks for my comedy action
Okay.
spot. Okay. This is someone who's more than happy to make the whole team laugh or make everyone else laugh, yet also kick a shit ton of ass.
Classic AJ. When you ask him for one, he gives you 3 movies.
I heard.
Picks.
Right? So I'm picking all 3.
They're a trilogy. They
There's
count.
a trilogy. It counts. So for this guy, we all know this guy. We all know this guy. In one part of his life, he was a Fresh Prince.
Oh, yeah. He was on my board. It's a solid pick.
In another part of his life, he was by himself in a world full of zombies or mutants.
Yeah.
Another one, he was a superhero. This man, he's an FBI agent. Well, he was a NYPD cop into a detective. And then he's a government agent now.
Oh.
He has the little cricket. He has big guns. He has access to out of this world technology that could demolish a whole world with one shot. I'm picking
Yep.
Agent J.
You're going to see me cross him off my board right
Yeah.
now. He's a solid pick.
Agent J. The reason why is he's hilarious. He cares about the team. He's a team guy. He has his moments of lone gun, right? For sure, but he cares about the team.
Mm-hmm.
His partner essentially he's more than willing to go balls in for his team. And that's what I wanted. But I also wanted some of a comedic factor to it, right? Because let's be honest here. Action movies are great, but sometimes you got to have some comedy. You got to have some laughs, some jabs, some.
The best action movies have comedy in them.
100%, right? If you have a straight action movie and there's no it's just so serious, and like, it would be better if there was comedy in it because you would enjoy it more, right? Because then you get the whole spectrum. You get the testosterone, you get the laughing, you get everything, right? This guy is going to give that to my team.
Yeah.
And not to mention, he's going to give the firepower to my team. Mm-hmm. Now, match that up with Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Bro, Are you serious? Let's go. I'm picking Agent J.
He's
Agent J.
suited well for an alien invasion in a world where there's no superheroes. That's for sure. He's
100%.
there. And yeah, if you need somebody to deliver a one-liner, I mean, there's very few people better than Will Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, Arnold might be better, The Rock might be better, and Matt Damon might be better. But other than that, Will Smith.
Shut up. Shut up. No, but when I thought of like comedic factors, I'm like
Solid pick.
Jackie Chan. There's Chris Tucker. There's a bunch of other people. I'm like, but I also want a big gun. I want some muscle on my team. Not necessarily muscle, but big gun muscle. I'm like, boom, Agent J. Let's do this. Men in Black. All right.
Solid pick.
All right, Noslin.
All right.
You're second up, buddy. What's up?
This guy.
I forgot I don't get the next pick.
Yeah.
I essentially have all my guys have been picked already, so I'm like, I'm really thinking hard right now.
So this guy, I don't know if he ushered in this type of genre, but he's known for this type of genre. Coastal may know him. I'm not sure, but Coastal may have seen some of his movies. With that team, I need someone that can, sort of fly under the radar and, not be detected
Okay.
by anyone.
Okay.
No special powers. Very good martial artist. Dressed in black. He goes by the name of Cho Osaki, who is also known as Sho Kosagi in Revenge of the Ninja.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
So that's my pick.
That's a solid pick.
You need some stealth.
That's a solid pick. Revenge of the Ninja. I watched that movie eons ago, so I don't remember much about it, but I still always remember going to the video store and seeing that. That's an iconic movie cover, so.
It is.
Shosaki, what are your thoughts, AJ? Are you aware of this character?
I know of them, not enough to give an opinion, but I know of.
I kind of figured Coastal would have either seen it or known about.
I know of him, and I've seen the movie, but it had been so long ago that I couldn't really sort of, outside of knowing what the movie, outside of knowing what the box cover looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that when Canadian Tire was still renting movies.
Yeah.
One Canadian
Wow.
Tire.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to pull the little Velcro thing for beta or VHS. That's how old I was.
Yeah, what year did that movie come out?
80, I want to say 84, 85.
Okay, yeah, see, that's... And I wouldn't have seen it... I probably would have seen it in the mid-'80s.
Yeah.
Maybe closer to late 80s, so... Yeah, it has been over, now 3 decades since I've seen that movie.
No, I think he ushered in the ninja genre, because then I think after that there was the American Ninja.
Yeah.
I think there was Ninja 3 Domination.
There's a whole bunch of movies with the word ninja in it immediately after that, so...
No, that's my...
That is a solid pick. I like that
think
pick.
I know my
like
next
that
pick.
pick.
Thank you for giving me a clue on my next pick.
To me?
To you now.
All right, so I'm going to piggyback a little bit. So,
Are we all getting a ninja?
no.
Are we all getting a ninja this round?
So, here's where I'm going to go. I really like your pick, by the way. I will say that.
Of Agent J?
Agent J is a fantastic pick.
Yeah, that was a really good pick.
I'm a fantasy guy, but this guy is... This is in my wheelhouse, 100% in my wheelhouse.
This is action movie sci-fi adjacent, right?
Yeah, it's very good.
Men in Black is action comedy with a sci-fi twist, so that is right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And you were right that you need some comedy, and you need a guy who can deliver a one-liner. And Agent J is a fantastic... The actor who portrays Agent J can deliver fantastic one-liners.
Yeah.
I need a wheelman.
Oh.
I need somebody who can drive getaway vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not necessarily or specifically getaway cars or buses, but this guy has the ability. We've seen him drive something that he probably shouldn't have been able to drive, but he was able to drive it. So if he can drive this vehicle, he can drive anything for us. He can drive a tank if he can take care of the vehicle that he drove in the movie that he starred in.
Mm-hmm.
Your guy delivers iconic one-liners, but the guy who you picked, his most iconic one-liner was not said by Agent J.
That's true.
Welcome to Earth, bitches.
Yeah.
I am taking Captain Stephen Hiller
Yeah.
from the Independence Day movie.
Yeah. He was my next pick. I'm like, I'm going to have two Will
You're
Smiths.
going to have two Will Smiths. No,
Actually, I thought that's what we were going to go with.
that's
First.
where I'm
Oh,
going
really?
with.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing is I'm going to do a little bit of the Moneyball math that he did when he started out his movie career. And he said, hey, what are the movies that have made the most money in the box office? And that's why he started in Independence Day. That's why he started Men in Black. That's why he picked the movies that he did, because they were guaranteed blockbusters. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at who is money at the box office. Arnold, The Rock, Matt Damon, Will Smith.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
That's very much true.
This franchise is making bank.
That's very much true.
Look out, Spider-Man. Look out, Avengers, because that movie franchise. Welcome to Earth. We're going to go with Captain Stephen Hiller. And the rule where I said write down your name and then write down the movie, that's exactly who I was thinking of, because nobody knows who Captain Stephen Hiller is.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
So,
100%.
but if I say Welcome to Earth, then you know.
Yeah.
So that's who I'm going
That's
with.
what I thought you were really going with.
Oh,
instead
yeah?
of Agent, instead of
That's who I
Agent
thought
J.
too.
Ah.
I thought you were going with him instead of Agent
No,
J.
but I was like, he was on my list.
Because you
I was-
mentioned everyone
yeah.
but that one. So I was like, oh, he's taking that one.
Yeah. But I was like, in my eyes, I was like, okay, he's a fighter pilot.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fighter pilot.
But you can't go wrong with both of these.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You can't go wrong with any of
100%,
those.
right? Either or, you still get the comedic factor,
Yeah.
right? Your guy drives jets. My guy drives a car that turns into a jet.
He also drove an alien vehicle that he didn't
Yes.
know. That's
That car is an alien vehicle. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Everything in Men in Black is an alien vehicle.
true. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yours is like distinct
Spaceship,
alien,
yeah.
distinct spaceship alien.
It's just the instructions are upside down.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. No, that's like a really good part of the movie. That's good. Okay. Now it's your turn again.
Me again.
Your turn again. So we've all done 6 so far. Yeah,
Yep.
we've all done 6. All right, go ahead.
So I got 4 left, huh? So now where do I want to go?
Here, should we all rotate lists to the side and we all have to pick from each other's list?
Let's see. Where do I want to go?
To be honest, I really hope you guys know my pick. I really hope you guys know my pick, because my next pick, I think, is a very good pick, but I just really hope you guys know him. So it hits. So it hits. But we'll see. Mine's like coming out of left field. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so I've got franchise guys who I put on there. I've got a wheelman. I got my old dude. I've got some sort of.
Like an old dude as a spot on a team. That's fucking hilarious.
I got my dark horse guy. I'm missing a martial artist.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Now, there's 2 directions I can go with this. I can go personal, or I can go with the pick that makes sense. Right. The pick that makes sense is the father of martial arts movies in North America,
Yeah.
the dragon himself, right?
But of course, you always
We can
want the
go with the
master
lead.
of the dragon, you know.
We can, sure. Hey, listen, everybody's favorite Jedi is Qui-Gon Jinn, right?
Yo, that's actually so true. It's like, actually, it's Yoda. It's the master of the master.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go.
Right?
Okay. All right. Oh man, see, I never should match nerd things with caramel. I'll never win that. I'll never win that. So, I can go with the guy that makes sense. But here's the thing:
Personal.
you want me to go personal because you want Lee. That's why.
I don't know.
You want Lee. That's why you want me, because you know where I'm gonna go with this pick, and you know I'm gonna go with my heart over my mind,
You're gonna
because
go
it doesn't
personal.
make any sense.
Jedi mind trick him.
Don't try to Jedi mind trick. I'm already leaning towards personal.
You're already leaning towards
Yeah,
personal?
I'm very much leaning towards personal.
It's just which one?
I just want you to know that I know what you're up to when you're trying to tell me to go with my personal pick, because I know you want the dragon. Because I know you know that he's already picked a martial artist, so he doesn't need another
I also
one.
can't pick the dragon because the dragon showed up in IP Man, so I technically cannot pick the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because every iteration.
Legally,
right?
because technically he actually was in one of the movies, so I actually cannot pick the
But
dragon.
he can pick an alternate version of Bruce Lee, right? Bruce Lee's been in 7 movies.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But for me though, I can't because
You can pick the Big Boss. Yeah, you can pick Bruce Lee from the Big Boss.
Or I just might make you just think, am I really going to do that?
You are. You're 100% going to do that, and you're hoping that You're hoping that I go Van Damme, and now you just want to know which Van Damme guy I'm going
Yeah,
with.
I'm just trying to think which Van Damme.
You know which Van Damme guy I'm going with. Oh, man. Oh, I want to... See, here's the thing, right? Is the reason why is that personal versus heart is... Personal's going to win, but there's also personal versus heart and spite, because I want to just pick Bruce Lee just so he doesn't have access to him.
Yeah.
Uh,
At the end of the day, is that pick going to lose you
no.
the game
I mean, I've already...
or win you the game?
He's already lost the game.
This is
He's
so
already lost the game. He
Yeah.
can't really do
This
much.
is already
I'm just
locked
going
up
against
for-
you now.
Yeah, no, I'm just... No, this I'm bringing in my human victory cigars at this point. I'm taking my
Shit.
Darko Miliciches and stuff.
Oh,
The
shit.
guys at the end of the bench who are going to play. I'm playing my Scott Livingston's now.
Oh,
I'm
God.
taking the guys who when we're already up by 40.
This is hilarious.
Oh, do I want to take Bruce Lee? No, you know what? Fuck it. Let's take the winner of the Kumite, baby, Frank Dukes. We're throwing Frank Dukes into there. Hey, it is based on a true story. Frank Dukes was based on a true story where he won a no-holds-barred fighting tournament somewhere in Asia.
Loosely.
No, strictly. It was very much based on a true story. He definitely won, and he definitely had 43 knockouts in one tournament, because that's definitely a thing that can happen, is to have 43 fights in one tournament and have them all end by knockout.
Damn.
He definitely had a kick that went 73 miles an hour, because they definitely have machines in the 1980s that could measure that. So this is all based on a true story. Frank Dukes, the master of the Dimak, that is Death Touch. Okay, USA? Going with Frank Dukes from Kickbox or from Bloodsport.
Very nice.
Frank Dukes. Oh man, that is a terrible pick that I am so proud of.
That's very nice.
I'm so proud of that pick, and it's probably going to lose me this entire draft, but I don't even care. Bloodsport, baby. If you can beat Chong Li, aliens are no joke, man. Aliens are nothing if you can take down Chong Li.
That's so funny.
Oh, what an awful pick. All right, that's my pick. Who are we on to now?
Well,
It's back
since,
to you, right?
since he can't take Bruce Lee, I can take another pick for now. And I know he talked about wheelmans. I need someone that can drive.
Yeah, you need someone who can drive.
He can drive in style. Like in a three-piece suit almost.
Oh.
Ooh, finally.
Oh.
I think you know who this is.
Think
I'm
so.
going to take ex-Special Forces operator Frank Martin, known as the transporter.
Oh, that is not.
He was
where I
on my
thought he was
list. He was on my list. I hate you.
going. Okay, the transporter.
He was on my list.
I thought you were going a different direction.
That was a good pick.
Frank Martin. And he took it to Hobbs in another movie that he had, so I'm not afraid. I think he put him in the hospital, I think, at one point in one of those movies.
I have no recollection of what you're
Oh, you
talking
don't? Okay.
about. No.
I'll have to find it. Viewers at home
Doesn't-
that are listening, you might want to...
Okay.
Doesn't
find it
ring
for
a
him.
bell. Does not ring a bell. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he kicked him out of a high-rise building.
Oh,
I
really?
think, yeah.
That
Oh,
couldn't.
shit.
That doesn't sound
I
like
know.
Hobbs.
Oh, shit. Okay.
No.
Skinny guy taking on a big brute. How can that happen? I don't know.
Okay, so I have 6 guys on there right now, and I get 2 picks right now, right?
Yes.
2 picks.
Okay,
They're
so
back to back.
have you guys seen the movie Ninja Assassin?
Yes.
I haven't yet. I've heard of it. I remember wanting to see it, and then I just never got around to it. It was one of those on my watch list back in 2004 or whenever it came out.
Do you remember the main character
Yes.
and how badass he is?
I'm trying to think.
Is that Rain?
Rizzo?
Rise.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
I'm thinking the other ninja movie, but
Yeah.
the one with Scott Atkins, is that his name?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's another ninja movie.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, Ninja Assassin. I know this one. Yeah.
So this one, I'm thinking, I need a no-holds-bar assassin on my team.
no, he was badass. If that's who you're going with,
Yes. I'm going with Rizzo, the main character to Ninja Assassin. I need someone who can go dead of night and just cover himself in blood with how much brutalness and craziness that he's able to do. Right?
he took on Shokusagi. That's who his dad, quote unquote.
I want someone who's brutal, someone who doesn't care, and someone who could just get the job done. He's also a fucking ninja. So
Nope,
I'm
good
going
pick.
for
Good pick.
Raizo. 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 Ninja Assassin. So that's going to be my next pick. So now, I have my finesse fighter, IP man. I have my support guy, Dumbledore. I got my brute, Khal Drogo. I have just an all-out amazing fighter, essentially immortal. Celine, also great to look at. I have my captain and my leader, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I got more muscle, but with technology and the comedy factor, Agent J. And I have my hardcore blood and guts assassin, Raizo. Now, my next pick. This one, I need a driver.
You need a wheelman.
I need a wheelman. I need someone who can get me from A to B. Someone who, in real life, lived the fast lane.
Yeah, there was 2 guys on the board who I thought.
Someone who lived and died in the fast lane.
Yeah. All right.
Nothing but respect for this man. Nothing but love for this man. I'm going for Mr. Brian O'Connor from Fast and Furious.
I didn't know which way he was going to go. And then, all right, fair.
Yeah.
Solid pick.
I want the man who lived and died in movies and in real life in the fast lane. Because for him, it wasn't a movie. It was just an everyday life for him. So I'm going for Brian O'Connor as my wheelman. And I'm more than happy with that pick. I'm
Solid pick.
more than happy with that pick.
Looks like we all got a wheelman.
Yep.
So I'm at 8. You're at 7.
Yeah,
I'm at 7.
And you're at 7.
that's my pick.
All right. So now it's back to Nalson's pick. Are you going to go with what I think you're going to go with?
Because I know if I don't,
He might take
he's
it.
going to take him. It's just which Bruce Lee do I want? Do I want Enter the Dragon Bruce Lee? Or do I want Return of the Dragon Bruce Lee? Or do I want Game of
Exit
Death?
the Dragon Bruce Lee? Is there all kinds of dragons?
Actually, you know what?
You want Dragon, the Bruce Lee story? You want Jason Scott Lee?
Ooh, wow. Hold me back.
I didn't mind that movie. That's a pretty
Hold
good
me
didn't mind
back.
it. I didn't mind it.
Pretty good
Hold
movie.
me back.
I am going to take
Solid soundtrack.
the Bruce Lee from Game of Death. He fought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man.
He wasn't even Bruce Lee half the time.
Still, he was in there.
Oh,
It
my
was
God.
his
Oh,
movie.
man.
Okay, are we going to debate
Right,
this?
right guy, wrong movie, man.
Is
Wrong.
this debate time? Are we going to debate this one?
Well, I mean, no, I'm fully in support of you taking the wrong guy. Fully in support of that.
Because here's the thing. When it comes to Bruce Lee, technically, couldn't you take a Bruce Lee from a different franchise?
I could.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Technically?
to. I'm not going to.
It'd be Jason Scott Lee, and that'd be it.
Well, I mean, it would beat his Game of Death Bruce Lee. I mean, at least
He fought Kareem.
he looked. Jason Scott Lee in The Dragon looked more like Bruce Lee than half of the guys who played Bruce Lee
know.
in Game of Death.
That was-
the Photoshopped version.
That was one
Yeah.
of the. Actually, no, that was the worst
Yeah.
Bruce Lee movie, which starred half of Bruce Lee.
Oh, it was beyond.
It
like,
was-
honestly, I see where you're coming from with the pick because he fought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which might be him or the Chuck Norris. Those might be the most iconic
True,
Bruce Lee
yeah.
fights. Those might be the most iconic Bruce Lee fights of all
Yes.
time.
Do I want
Man.
Kareem Bruce Lee
The rest,
or
of that
Chuck
movie,
Norris?
the rest of the movie's so bad. The rest of that movie is so frightfully bad.
But there is a clip on the DVD, and it's I think online too, where they actually showed the full pagoda fight scene
Okay.
uncut.
Okay.
So it's legit. But yeah, it was brutally made.
Okay.
Kareem Bruce Lee. Now you got me thinking Chuck Norris Bruce Lee, which was very iconic too. The Coliseum.
And was at least a good movie outside of that.
All right, I'll take Chuck Norris Bruce Lee.
All right.
Just to appease you.
Well, no, because I
I
want
know.
look. Listen, I want the fight for second to be a little closer. I want it to be.
Wow.
I want you guys to have evenly matched. I don't want you to handicap yourself
I guess if I take the Kareem Bruce Lee, the fight for first might be.
The fight for first is over.
Oh, it's over already. It's the fight for second with you guys.
Are you kidding? Right, I'm gonna tell you right now, Dumbledore can kill all your teams with one spell.
$1 billion franchise, baby.
Your $1 billion franchise.
You don't even need you don't even need a plot.
Your $1 billion franchise does not own a cent to Captain Jean-Luc Picard's starship.
Fair enough.
Let's be real here.
Starship.
Let's be real here. Your $1 billion is like a toilet on that thing.
You could pick actually Bruce Lee, the other Bruce Lee franchise.
Oh no, I'm staying far, far, far away from any of the Bruce Lee clones, and I'm a Van Damme fan, so bad martial arts movies are right in my wheelhouse, and I'm not touching any of those fake Bruce Lee
there
movies.
was Bruce Lee,
yeah.
Bruce Lee,
yeah.
Bruce Lee,
Bryce Lee,
yeah, Dragon Lee. Oh, there's lots.
Oh, it was embarrassing.
Up to you.
So I'm back to back, right?
Yes.
So I'm picks. What are we looking at here? Picks
7, 8,
8 and 9,
or 8 and 9.
Let's see here. 1,
8,
2,
9,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8, 9.
Picks 8 and 9.
8, 9.
Okay, so now I got to start thinking about narrowing my team down because now I've got more sort of available guys than I do spots for them.
Oh, really?
So
I'm the other way around.
Yeah. Oh man, I've still got 20 names on the board, so I got to make sure that I make sure that all of my spots are properly filled to fill out this team chemistry. Right?
We got to wrap this up quick because I want to be 8-0 for Warhammer tonight.
Oh jeez, unbelievable.
That's funny.
Let's see. All right, I think I know where I'm going here.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, so do I take this guy because it's more of the same though. So I'm sort of torn between two directions now because I've got 3 spots left, and now I can start going off the board and start taking wild cards.
Essentially, your team is like almost assembled. You just do whatever you want now.
Yeah, and now this guy, it's almost like when I took Spider-Man in the 10th round, and I told everybody, in retrospect, I kind of regretted doing that because it's a safe pick, but it's kind of a boring pick, and this is where I'm going with this guy. I was looking at this guy, and I think I'm going to move away from him, and I'm going to start looking at some of the more or lesser known guys to help fill out the roster because, you don't want a star who sits on the bench is going to become disgruntled, right? If you sign a guy and he's sort of the 7th or 8th guy on the star list, and he should be the 1st or 2nd, he's not going to be happy. So let's start looking at some of the more or lesser known guys. So here's one, and this might be up for argument. I'm going to take a guy who is a leader and has been able to win wars and sacrifice himself and fight on the brink. And we've seen him fight through heartbreak because we've seen him lose his wife and child. We saw him lose his wife and child heartlessly to the coldest villains of all time. Okay. Man. So I am selecting, with your permission, Caesar from the Planet of the Apes franchise.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go, baby. He's so smart.
Talk about fantasy, eh? Shit.
Yeah, I'll let that go.
No.
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with
Caesar,
it.
Baby.
That's a fun pick. That's a really good fun pick. That's a fun pick. It'll just be a guy in a green suit. You're like, who's this guy supposed to be? He's supposed to be an ape. Just pretend he's an ape.
Don't worry.
Just pretend he's an ape.
There we go, man. Caesar. I didn't think you guys would let me get away with that one. All right. So.
Now back to reality.
Back to reality, and I might take an even dumber pick than that next.
Oh my gosh. Let's see how that goes.
So, as smart as Caesar is, we have got so much brute. We've got so much brawn at the top half.
Yeah.
We need someone who we know can work well within a team because he's built and put together his own team. It didn't work out great for him, but he was able to do it. He's a guy. I need a guy who can get us out of any sticky situation. He's a guy who can invent things out of household materials.
Oh, God. Here we go. I know who this is.
Like I said, he can get us out of any sticky situation. He's kind of a closet racist. MacGruber, baby!
He's kind of a... kind of?
MacGruber.
Kind of a closet racist.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Oh, God.
Look, I'm going with MacGruber because my guy over here, Nelson, sometimes he likes to fuck butts. So, MacGruber.
I hope your family doesn't listen to this.
Solid pick. That is
he likes
a
to fuck
solid
butts.
pick.
We're the crickets here.
That's hilarious, dude.
Uh,
MacGruber.
MacGruber.
That's a good pick. I like that pick. That's a very good pick.
I went off the rails in the second half.
way off the rail. Let's see. I'm going to pick a guy. He's one guy that can inspire an army.
Oh, please don't let this be my pick. I swear to God, if you pick the same pick I pick, I'm going to be so pissed.
It's just the way he inspires his army. They fight for him. They fight with him to the death.
You fucker.
even.
I know what you're doing too. I hate you so much.
He's protected his love for so long until that one faithful war. Leonidas.
Fuck you. Oh, I hate you. I was going to pick him next. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's a very good pick. I respect that pick a lot. If you want a leader that goes to the death, he's the man.
He is one.
He was on my board and I took him off because I thought he wasn't going to count, and I'm trying to remember why.
Why?
No, he
That's
counts.
crazy.
I think he counts, but
Yeah,
there's a
100%.
reason- There's a reason.
There's a reason why? Oh.
I'm trying to remember why, but for our original first draft of what the rules were, I thought Leonidas didn't count.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
But-
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah.
That's totally fair. Okay, well, anyways, this is going to be my
Solid
last two picks.
That is a solid.
I just
pick.
realized this is going to be my last two
got one more.
picks.
Yeah, I'm bringing
Oh,
one with
shit.
me. I want to see. It's funny because I was wanting to save MacGruber for my last pick, but I was afraid you guys were going to take him,
Oh, my gosh.
which is the dumbest thought. Now that in
Okay,
retrospect.
you know what? Since this is my last two picks, I'm going balls out.
All right.
I'm going straight dork on this one. Okay? On these next two. Now, pick number 9. He stands, I believe, at 8 or 9 feet tall.
If you take a Warhammer guy, don't take a Warhammer guy. You're taking a Warhammer guy, aren't you?
He wears a green suit of armor. He's a master.
Master Chief is not in any movies or television shows.
Yeah, he is. Have you seen the trailer for the new Master Chief TV show?
You son of a bitch.
There's a loophole, motherfuckers.
Oh, you got Master Chief. Oh,
He is in a TV show because there's a trailer for it. Hey, if I want some big muscle
I'm so mad right now.
and a man who can get it done, hey, I followed all your rules.
He counts.
No, you did. Yeah,
He
you counts.
100% counts. I'm picking my boy, Master Chief, as my number 9 pick.
I sort of want to pass my pick and go to you, and I'll pick last.
Whoa.
No,
Oh.
I'm bringing this one home.
Oh. Master Chief. So I got a lot of muscle. Oh, I got a butt ton of muscle. Yo, John Maker's got nothing against Master Chief. Let's be real here.
Nerd alert.
Now, I was going to pick, Gilliman.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you're right. He's not in TV.
Yeah.
He's not in any TV. But he would be a great pick.
Yeah.
He'd be a very great
Well,
pick.
I mean,
He's a Primarch, whatever.
the entire Warhammer universe.
It's
then.
just OP, right?
Yeah.
But I decided I need a gangster on my team. I need a mob boss on my team.
Oh yeah.
Hero draft. Let's see where he goes.
I need a
with this.
straight mob boss on my team.
Right.
I need a man who's willing to go the extra mile to get what he wants.
Still sounds like a villain.
It does.
Are you sure? Because a good villain is a hero in their own story.
But is a villain in the story?
This is going to be your ruling judgment.
Yeah.
But I'm a pick Mr. Frank Lucas from American Gangster. Denzel Washington.
I'm gonna pass priority to you. I've never seen American Gangster yet.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta watch.
I
Okay,
do.
at one point you have to watch it. It's actually a really good fucking movie.
Denzel, eh?
It's a really good movie.
It is.
If not, I can pick Denzel from Training Day. I don't give a fuck.
That's definitely a villain.
No, that's not what
He's
he's talking about.
definitely
What are
the
you
villain.
talking about?
Yeah.
He is a hero in a sense. Well, I don't want to ruin the movie,
It's
but
fine.
I understand what you're
Right?
talking about with hero. Because
Is he an anti-hero? Is he like?
Well, he's a mob boss. What do you expect?
but
Is,
he was a hero to his people, and what Russell Crowe said in that movie
Oh, okay. Yeah.
was, he represents in that movie progress for his people. So there's a lot of other people that, like a lot of the other families that wanted him out,
so-
but to his people, his neighborhood, he was a hero.
He was a straight hero.
and,
he was a hero.
and without him, it would fall into chaos. So he's Pablo Escobar.
Pretty much in that sense.
Yeah.
Is Pablo Escobar a hero?
He created a lot of jobs.
In a moral sense, no, but
Like I said, I passed priority to you. So we'll.
You're ruling.
I'll
If
let
you say no, I'll pick
let
another
you-
one.
I'll let
I'll
you
pick another
decide
one.
whether the guy who took
thanks.
Dumbledore and took Master Chief also gets to take this guy.
oh man,
Because if you say
what do you think? What's your opinion?
I've never seen it.
Well, your opinion on
yeah,
what
from
what I've
base value.
I want to say no out of spite, but that's just
You
because
fuck.
because he took Master Chief. That's literally the reason why I want to say no. So I'm definitely the wrong person to be asking.
Okay, you want to say no then? Just say no
Yeah,
because
I'll
I gotta
say
know.
no. I'll say
okay.
no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Overruled, baby.
No, but that's fair because that one was literally like it was on the fence. It was back
Yeah.
and forth because he's a mob boss. He's actually a hero. He adheres to his people, whatever. So that's 100% fair. Okay. This one though, this is another comedy pick for me. Okay, since I can't have a gangster on my team, and picking another gangster would be the same kind of dilemma, same conversation that we just had. So I'm gonna go for a comedy kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, he is a captain, but this time on the 7 Seas.
Oh,
That's a good pick.
yes.
That's a solid
He is
pick.
captain on the 7 Seas.
That's a solid pick.
He is the most luckiest bastard that I've ever seen on any movie. Any movie, he's the luckiest guy. He has luck on his side.
I really love the Michael Bolton song about him too.
His favorite animal is the sparrow,
There we go,
Yeah.
baby.
and he's a belligerent drunk,
Yes.
but also a lovable one. Mr. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Solid pick. I like that pick. I like that pick better than the American Gangster one. I'm glad we overruled him. I'm glad you overruled him, man. Good job, man. Appreciate it.
Because it's either going to be like, okay, let's go gangsta on these motherfuckers. So I'm like, let's go comedy on these motherfuckers, you know? Either or.
I'm glad that Nelson decided that your first pick, which I was okay with, he decided to selfishly overrule. So
Oh, that's funny. Okay, Noslin, your turn. Wow, my board is literally just like fantasy, like
that is
just a hodgepodge of stuff,
that
eh?
is not an action movie.
This
Roster.
wasn't an action movie draft.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, that's right.
All right, Noslin, your turn,
We
bud.
got Michael Bay. We got who's another action director? Michael Bay and
Peter Jackson.
Well, no, Peter
Steven
Jackson.
Spielberg.
Peter Jackson's your guy.
yeah.
Yeah, Peter Jackson, my guy.
Who's another?
Steven Spielberg?
Well, no,
John Woo would be one.
no, what's his name? The director of the Fast franchise now, or like was for the thing. He directed Better Luck Tomorrow. Not
Yeah,
James Wan.
John Woo.
John Woo didn't.
Better luck to. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking a different one.
Yeah,
Lynn.
yeah. Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin.
Jason Lin.
I'm not.
Joshua Lin?
It's Jalen.
Jalen.
Cousin of J-Lo?
His cousin of J Lo.
My last pick.
Justin. It's Justin.
Justin Lin.
Yeah.
My last pick. What do I want?
I'm happy with my team.
Yeah, no, your team's
I'm more
pretty
than
good.
happy with my team.
If you gave me those rosters right now and told me to take which one was yours, I'd 100% nail it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. It's kind of expected at this point. Any draft in the future, you know which one's going to be my list.
Yeah.
You know how I'm going to draw my list. And in my eyes, my team's going to kick the shit out of your team.
Who do I want to pick?
Because I got muscle in more than just action movie muscle. I think my favorite one, though, is Captain Jack Sparrow. He's probably that or Agent J.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite picks.
Your favorite picks right now?
Yeah. Out of my team alone, just from my team, I think Captain Jack or Agent J would be my favorite. From yours, I like Hobbs. Hobbs and MacGruber is actually pretty fucking funny. That's a really funny pick. I actually respect that pick. And then for Noslin there, Leonidas, just because that kick alone.
Leonidas, honestly, I don't know why I pulled him off my board, but he's a top 5 guy.
Yeah, 100%. I was gonna honestly, if you weren't gonna do it, I was gonna do him next. If you look at my list, he's on there, but not including John Wick, because of course John Wick's the Batman of this draft. Yeah, for yours it'd be Leonidas, man, 100%.
You know what I think it might have been is I think our original draft of this was non-comic book hero movies.
Yeah, that was our initial draft.
And Leonidas is technically a comic book hero.
Oh, that was the reason?
Because 300 is
yeah. That's fair.
We can change it.
Nope. That's
no, it's already you already hit the board, man. It already hit the board.
The definition of, I mean, what are we going to go back to the third round when I would have taken him? It's a solid value pick, man.
Half of my guys would be like that too. Fuck.
Yeah.
So my last pick, I know Coastal for sure has seen his movies. It's right up his alley. Strong guy, Strong guy who's he was in a coma for 7 years.
I know this guy. I know who you're talking about.
Came back, kicked ass. They murdered his family. Still had a living son, was still living. His old partner took care of him.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Yeah,
very nice. Yeah.
Not much more to say except Stephen Tagal. Mason Storm.
Stephen Tagal.
Because I'm a Van Damme guy, you know how I feel about Steven
I know.
Seagal. We could have made this 1,000 people long, and this guy was not going to be on my
Really?
list. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen him now? Like, he still kicks ass, eh? Yeah.
All right, so.
That's just the Van Damme spite pick.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just because I know.
And now we are on the very last pick of the draft.
Yes.
All right, so part of me wanted to save MacGruber for here. Would have been nice to end the draft with him. But let's see, I've got my wild card in MacGruber. I've got the old dude. I've got the martial arts guy. I've got the franchise guys in Sarah Connor, John Matrix, Luke Hobbs, Wheelman. Do I want to make a futures pick? I'm torn between a couple of guys. We need some. Oh man. Okay.
What does your team need? What do you think your team needs?
So I'm looking, and there's a couple of ways I can go. So there's a dark horse or a sort of young guy.
Okay.
And then I like looking at my wild card list, just guys who are gonna just cause chaos and
there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Might possibly make things harder for the team. Like MacGruber would definitely make things harder.
But he would also make things harder for everyone else too.
Yeah,
right? Not just your team.
Exactly. So I'm looking in that direction. So there's a couple of guys who I want to go with. And I think you talked about, oh man, do I want to go? I have 3 guys on my board and I don't know which guy to go with.
Okay, how about this? Name them all. Name all 3 of them, and then go why you would pick each one, and then at the end of that, pick the one that you think would be best. How about that? Let's do that.
Okay, so they're all going to be off the board picks because I didn't want to take any of the franchise guys who are left.
Okay,
because that's what I did last time and I regretted that. So there's you talked about Captain Jack Sparrow being the luckiest guy. Not quite as lucky as a guy whose name is Lucky, as in lucky number Slevin.
Oh,
Slevin Culebra.
Yeah. Okay,
so I was looking at Slevin Culebra.
Okay, that's one.
I was looking at the guy who you don't want to talk about, or at least you don't talk about his club.
Okay.
Right, so we're looking at Tyler Durden.
Yep.
And I was looking at, because you showed me just before we started. You showed us the video of your dogs.
Yeah.
And I mean, you like dags.
Yeah. You like dags.
You like dags. So I had Mickey O'Neill from Snatch on the board too.
Very
So
nice.
those are the three. And
I would say Mickey.
and I also had Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers.
No way.
So those were
That would have been good.
Yeah.
So I am
That would have
actually
been real good. Actually, I would have gone for that one. But that's
So-
just me. That's me.
So I need a guy who's going to be sort of fighting. Like I need
Yeah.
more of a street fighter. So I'm going to actually not pick any of those guys. And it's going to be time for the Warriors to come out and play because I'm going to take Swan
nice.
from the Warriors.
Very good last pick.
So we'll go with Swan. Yeah.
All right. Add that to your list.
Add it
We'll
to
take
the
a
list.
photo of that. Very nice pick, boys. Very nice pick.
No, this is a great draft. No.
All right. So we're going to go into the post-draft debate real quick. First off, we'll go around the table to see what your thoughts are on your team. And, like, be honest. Like, do you think this would actually be the team that you wanted? Or did someone steal your pick, whatever else, right? Let's evaluate your team. So, yeah. And, like, who would you actually want to replace? If there was one guy you would take from someone else's team and put him into yours to make it better, who would that be? You know, like, so we'll start off with that. So let's start off with, how did your draft go? Okay. How did your draft go? Coastal, how did your draft go? Did it work out? Did it kind of, did you follow a plan and did it work out in the end, or did you kind of have to change things up?
So the first 5 picks went perfectly according to plan.
Okay.
What I thought about the superhero draft is I thought I may have went a little too conservative, went a little too safe in the later rounds, and pick some steady, dependable, but fairly boring picks. Like Spider-Man in the 10th round was sort of the one pick that I keep going back to and thinking, man, I could have went off the board and picked something a little more fun. I went off the rails in the second round. In the second half of this draft, I went right off the rails.
Yep.
But yeah, it went the way I
Yeah.
sort of envisioned it. There's, I mean, a couple of guys who I knew that if I didn't get the first pick, I wasn't getting John Wick.
Yeah.
It's sort of the
Yeah.
Batman corollary. I think it became apparent real quick that our strategies were so different that I was probably going to get a significant portion of my top picks.
Yeah.
Because how we defined how this draft was going to go.
Yeah.
So outside of that, yeah, I'm super happy with my picks. Well, are there a couple of guys? Of course, yeah. I mean, there are guys who were taken earlier that I would have liked, but there was nobody who, outside of maybe Leonidas and Master Chief, those are the two that I was like, that 9th round. On the one hand, it's like, man, I would have loved Master Chief. Man, I would have loved Leonidas. My 9th round pick was MacGruber, baby. That's my one untradeable, man. That's
Give it to me, man. What do you rate it? What do you rate it?
10, baby. Let's go.
That's so funny. Okay. Nelson, what about you? How did you think your draft went?
You know what? The first 3 picks went as planned. After that, I may have gotten a little bit personal / petty because of this guy. So I sort of deviated a little bit. I think from Frank Martin down, I think that's where it went back. But the Luther, Ripley, and the ninja pick sort of threw me off the rails a little bit. But no, my top three picks, it's who I wanted. I was surprised I got Bruce Lee that low, and Leonidas actually. And if there was one I could take, it would probably be Matrix Reborn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are probably the 2 there, and probably Rizzo,
Nice.
just because he's a no nonsense guy that'll just
Oh yeah,
get it
100%. 100%.
But no, all in all, I was happy, except for the round 4 to 6.
No, yeah, both your lists are actually really well done. My list, a lot of my picks you guys picked. Right, so I had to go off the cuff. I had to go, okay, what are my strengths? Okay, my strengths are fantasy, sci-fi, off the cuff, non-action action movies. Things that you wouldn't pick, but I 100% would.
Yeah, they're not in the action section of the movie store, but they have action in them.
But they have a lot of action in them, 100%. So I went with that route because I I knew that I'd be safer that route. If I tried to play with your rules in your side of the court, I would have a very hard time. So you know what I did? I played on my court.
Yep.
I played on the things that I was comfortable with. I picked IP Man because I knew for a fact a martial art guy had to be one of the first few picks on your team. You need at least a martial art guy on your team. So I'm just going to go for him first. He wasn't necessarily my first pick, but he was like my second or third, maybe fourth pick, but I should just go with him anyways, right? And the reason why I went for him is because he taught a bunch of the masters. Now, I'm like, okay, why not go for the master of all masters? Let's go from the origin point. Let's go from there, right? So boom, I went for that. Dumbledore was more of like my backup pick, just because like, yeah, he's magical, but also like he's a very powerful dude, very knowledgeable, whatever else. He's a team man. And all my other picks was, yeah, like you said, is a very much fantasy list. But in my eyes, I think my list can hold up to your guys' list. If not, maybe surprise you guys in a few areas.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
So the fact that I got my muscle with Khal Drogo, Master Chief, Raizo, IP Man, I got my like captain, both captains, right? I got my in the shadow hitters as well with Celine. And honestly, I'm more than happy with my draft. I don't think I would change anything other than maybe getting John Wick. But then again, like if we made John Wick non-pickable, I think we would still all be fine. 100%.
Yeah.
So.
Right? Like, I think for the next draft, we all pick 3 names
That are
Off the board.
that are off the board.
Like if we take villains, nobody gets Joker type of thing.
Right? So, like, if we all pick Joker in our top 3, then guess what? No Joker.
Yeah.
Right? If we all pick Luther, no Luther. If we all pick Deathstroke, boom. So now it's only 3 characters and not 9 characters.
yeah.
Correct? So I say it's that. So if we make a top 3 list, and if all 3 of us have the same character, it's off.
You know what he's doing is he's not going to put his favorite 3 on his list on
Yeah, I know,
purpose.
motherfucker. It's either that or just their top 3, and then those other people can't take them. You can do that. So it's fair. Or you can pick one name. Right? Because, yeah, like if the superhero one, obviously it'd be Batman or Superman. For this one, it was obviously John Wick.
Yeah.
Right? I thought Bruce Lee was going to be up there. I really thought Bruce Lee was. It wasn't going to be like a 8th round pick. I thought it was going to be like round 1, round 2 max.
I think what we thought of was, I think the whole action hero aspect is, he wasn't really an action hero. The others were.
I thought he was. Here's the reason why I let Bruce Lee go so far down. And I don't know what your strategy was with him is when you took IP Man in the first round, it sort of hinted to me that you're not taking, at least in my eyes, you were not taking a martial artist for the rest of the draft.
That's fair.
Is the thought process I had. And then I thought, well, that means there's only 2 guys. If he takes Bruce Lee, I mean, I have Van Damme anyway. So
Either way, you had a safe
either
pick.
way, I had a safe pick. And then it got down to a point where I was like, well, okay, now Bruce Lee. I think that my thought process was, I think Nelson is thinking the same thing. So I took my martial artist to force him to take Bruce Lee right away, because it was like he was saving that and holding on to that pick and trying to take other guys. I think that's what his draft strategy was. Is that am I
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I mean, and that's a smart strategy if that's what you were doing. So, but yeah, that's my thought process behind why Bruce Lee sort of fell so far.
Yeah, because I honestly thought like he was going to be 1st round pick. Like to be honest, I thought he was going to be a John Wick, 100%. I thought he was going to be John Wick. I'm also surprised that no one picked Jackie Chan, just for a comedic factor.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you want a martial artist, but you also want comedy, Jackie Chan's your man. I was very close to picking Jackie Chan, but I'm like, Agent J is good for me for comedy factor.
Here's a question, because I think we all had Jackie Chan on our board. Which Jackie Chan are you taking if you took him?
Rush Hour. I'm taking the Rush Hour one.
Inspector Lee, that's who I was taking too.
Yeah.
I'd go older, but
Yeah, you were taking
Drunken Master?
Police Story.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Drunken Master is actually good.
Yeah.
But Police Story would have been mine.
Okay. Yeah, because I honestly, like, even now when Jackie Chan is essentially on all of our lists, but I just didn't know where he would fall in priority.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. Other than that, like, what do you guys think of the other 2 lists that are not yours? Coastal, let's start with you. What do you think about the other 2 lists that are not yours?
Honestly, So I like your list. I like the heroes on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was really apparent early that we had different interpretations
Yeah.
for the draft, which is why our draft list looks so different.
Mm-hmm.
I think my draft list would not look that different from Noslin's had we switched picks, had we switched spots in the draft, right? If the guys who weren't available to me, like for example, where I would have taken John Wick had I had the first pick, and I probably would have lost Matrix to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I would have taken Brian Mills, right? Like honestly, John Wick and Brian Mills were in my top 3, and he took them in the first 2 rounds. So there's those guys available. Ripley was on my board. Yeah, and then he's got Leonidas and Bruce Lee. So there's a lot of similarities with his draft list to mine. But yeah, it really shows sort of that gap in preferences, I think. And like yours is a solid pick. Like I said, I'm not as familiar with the Harry Potter universe, so I don't know Dumbledore.
That's all good.
So, but yeah, no, it shines. Like I said, if you put our lists on a board and told me whose picks were whose, I would nail that 10 times out of 10. I think anybody who knows any of the 3 of us would have been able to piece together who just by the rosters.
Yeah.
Who picked what.
Yeah. Your 2 lists would be harder though. Your 2 lists to distinguish who picked 2 would be harder.
I think the second half of the draft reveals.
Oh, yeah, 100%, 100%.
If somebody knows me and Noslin, they know he would take Bruce Lee.
Yeah, but starting with the first
And
5
they know I
picks
take
though,
that
it's
now.
very hard to tell
Yeah.
who's who.
Yeah, the first 10 picks for the 2 of us are basically interchangeable.
The second round pick was like, oh, there's AJ's pick. There's AJ's list.
That's AJ's team right
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, Nelson, what about you, man? What do you think about the other 2 lists?
I think with yours, I love the Ip Man pick for sure. Master Chief, just out of nowhere, but it was a legit pick, which is a very nice pick. I love Rizzo. Rizzo is a really good pick.
Yeah, that one was like an outlet. I'm like, I hope they know this guy. If not, it would fall flat, right? But I'm glad that you at least know who Rizzo is.
And like I said, with Agent J, I thought you were really going to go with
Oh, for real?
with
Independence Day?
I really thought you were going to go there. But like I said, both are still
Both were
solid
wins.
picks.
Both were wins. Either way,
Had you taken Hiller out,
you would have gone with Jay. Yeah. No, that's fair. 100% fair.
And then with Coastals, again, Matrix would have been my second or third pick for sure. And then with Ripley and Sarah Connor, it would have flip-flopped. If he picked Ripley, I would have picked Sarah Connor for sure.
Yeah.
So we both sort of had, I don't want to say similar strategies, but I think we were both on the same line
We're on the same wavelength for sure.
in picking our team. The MacGruber was just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was a very,
I honestly thought he was going to go say MacGyver.
Yeah, I thought that too. But
And then he said
MacGruber, I was like, what
like-
the fuck?
Well, I wanted to take the original, not the one who they copied. I don't want to take the rip-off version.
Oh my
Take
goodness.
the OG every time, man.
That's so funny.
But Bourne would have been another one too if he would have taken one of mine. But no, we pretty much were on the same wavelength in picking our list.
Okay.
But, I am pleased with all 3 lists.
Looking at both your lists, it just reminds me of, and you guys can take this as a compliment, but it just reminds me of just spending time with my dad. It's just
They're all classic.
just a great classic action movie stars. It's it's just testosterone filled. It doesn't even matter what the fuck the movie is. There's no plot line. They're just guys hitting each other, right?
Yeah.
Or just like shit blowing up. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just your guys' list is just a good damn time. It doesn't matter what it is. You can show me that list, and I can be like, biggest explosions in movies, awesome action sequences. Like, I wouldn't know what the list is. All I know is that you'd be awesome. Doesn't matter what genre. I'd be like, this is just an awesome list.
I'm looking at my list right now, and there's, I think, 5 of the movies that are on my list. Those movies are actually shorter than our podcast right now in this episode.
Yeah, our podcast is 2 hours right now.
Those movies are a brisk 112 minutes long. Like,
Yeah.
There's some good shitty movies on that list.
oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of bad action
Like
movies.
overall, I love your guys' list. I really do. And like I said, like you guys said too, like you can tell which one's mine, which one's your list. And I'm actually glad I went with heroes. I'm actually glad because it's like I wouldn't be able to get Master Chief if I went action stars or Khal Drogo or Celine. Oh God, Celine, right? So
I think we all have a female in this one, eh?
Yeah. Oh, we all wanted that the badass lady, man, the one who doesn't take any nonsense from the boys.
I was gonna take more too, but I'm like, I don't want them to take it. But then you guys took my picks. I'm like, damn it. You guys took both my picks.
Well, they're pretty iconic. The only other one.
I was gonna pick the bride.
The bride. I was just about to say the bride is the only
I was
other
gonna
one
pick
on
the
my
bride.
list.
Yeah. If I had a ringer pick, like the 11th ringer, it'd be the bride.
Nice.
Who would your pick be if you had 11th?
John Spartan.
Oh, for real?
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
I'm torn between who is it? Michael Knight? Knight Rider? Come on.
Really?
Knight Rider.
That's a solid pick. Yeah.
Knight Rider?
The car or the actual?
No. Oh,
I'd pick the car.
It comes with the car.
it comes with the
No,
car.
no.
It comes with
The car's the own character.
Just like the trilogy. They're all in one.
Shut up.
Either him or I was actually thinking of Chow Yun-fat.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was
Those
going to
have
say, if he doesn't come with the car, Master Chief doesn't come with the suit, you just get John 117.
That's fine. He's still kick ass.
He's still pretty
He's still kick ass. Doesn't matter what he is. He's a freaking Spartan. Okay, so now one last question, and then we'll end off the podcast.
Sure.
Not including your list, out of the other two, who do you think would win? Not including your list. If your list wasn't there, who would win out of the other twos?
Well,
Coastal, let's see.
this is I think this is going to be a bit of an unfair question for me to answer, and maybe possibly for Nelson, because I'm going to pick the guy whose roster's basically very similar
Oh,
to mine.
fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
So that's where I'm.
That's why I asked this question.
Yeah, because our lines of thinking were pretty similar, and I think that if our draft spots would have flip flopped, I think our rosters might have flip flopped.
Yeah, 100. No, actually, 100%.
Because I think like I would take John Wick, and then John Matrix wouldn't be available to me because coming around he would have taken him with one of their first two picks, right? And then Jason Bourne probably doesn't fall to me, right? So
Okay.
I think I would go there.
Nelson, what about you then?
Pretty much echoing what
Yeah?
Crystal said. Just looking at the list, it's like I'm going with, I don't want to say with what I know, but like when you look at
What you're comfortable
yeah,
with.
like
Yeah.
when you're looking at that list, it's like, well, John Matrix, Luke Hobbs, Jason Bourne, right? But you're like I said, like I guess our lists are totally
Complete
different.
opposites.
Yeah, because of I guess like you said, what the definition of this whole draft is, right? But
So I guess the real answer is my answer. Which out of your two lists would I think would win? Okay, let's see here.
I think there's a little bit of a generational gap too. That's why too. It's like the 80s movies. The 80s were really sort of the height and the heyday of the action movies, so that's sort of
for
where
sure, yeah.
where we lean towards, and that might have been just a bit before.
and then it sort of
Caramel's time.
and then it
So-
sort of came back with
It has, but it did like the era of the big dumb action flick
Oh no, yeah, that's
was done. Like even the action movies of today, they're a little smarter. Right?
You know what? I'm surprised no one picked Chuck Norris. I know you picked Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
but no one actually picked Chuck
There's
Norris.
there's a just like the superhero draft. There's a solid list of like iconic action movie heroes who weren't picked.
That's crazy to think
Braddock,
that.
right?
But
Braddock, Chuck Norris.
not gonna lie, overall, and this is just edging it only because of your first pick. I think Noslin's list edges it just because you got John Wick on there. And Leonidas, I'm gonna be honest with you. Right? But you have a crazy list in regards to you got Luke Hobbs on there, you got Jason Bourne, you got Caesar of all fucking things. Man, Jesus. Right? Like, who the fuck you think you'd pick Caesar? And you picked Caesar, right? And you picked the iconic John Matrix on there.
Yeah.
So it's like both your lists are head and head, same height, same everything. But then that John, for me, only because I have a big
Tiebreaker's John Wick.
connection with John Wick. John Wick is the thing that edges it just over the edge, right? Because that guy can kill with anything. He can kill with anything. Anyone on his team fucks up your dog, dude, he's all out berserk, right? He's all out berserk. So just tell your boys don't fuck with his dog, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I know we're running a little long, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask real quickly, kind of like with the last draft.
Yeah.
Mind if I throw out some quick names and let me ask you guys?
Go right ahead,
if they were
man.
seriously,
Do it.
If they were seriously considered.
Yeah.
Because there's some iconic guys who we didn't pick.
Yeah.
James Bond.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought he was going to be top 3. I thought someone would pick some sort of James Bond.
So it just never fell on your list and everything?
he was on the list, but
Just never found a spot for him?
yeah,
With how you guys were picking, I don't know, it just didn't fit right for me.
because I think we each got our James Bond type guy, and then when we went to the second one, it's like,
You don't want another guy.
do we need another one? And then I think we end up getting another one anyway.
Yeah.
I was going to get the guy from Kingsman to replace
That's a solid pick,
to
too.
replace him.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, no, I don't need him. I don't need him.
It's why I didn't take John Spartan, because I had Matrix and
I guess-
Hobbs.
yeah.
There's enough big, dumb muscle guys on my team.
Right?
John McClane.
Oh, that was actually gonna be my 10th
Oh,
pick.
wow.
Okay.
He was going
Really?
to be my 10th pick, but I ended up with Steven Tagal over there.
Yeah. I don't have much of a connection. I know of him, but it just wasn't enough to be on my at least top 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
He
He
wasn't on mine.
He was on mine, but it's just like, I don't need a treasure hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neo.
He was definitely on my list, but it's just like,
No room. For me, it was no room.
No room.
no room, and also the fact that, like, I don't know, he's very situational in my eyes.
Okay.
And to the point where it's like supernatural, superhero stylish. That's why if I brought up his name, I wouldn't like instantly thought like no. Instant no. I would have thought that you guys would instantly say no. Right? So
Okay. Ethan Hunt.
Well, and that was another one too.
Yeah.
That I was thinking of. Was like,
Just other guys who were better.
Yeah.
But then
other guys that filled the same role that he would have done better.
Actually,
like you
Ethan
guys
Hunt
said.
was supposed to be Luther Stickle.
Yeah. And
Really?
And then,
That's who I thought you were taking.
Yeah, and then I went that way because like I don't have a computer whiz.
Fair.
Okay.
type
Totally
guy,
fair.
So it's like,
So you're thinking situational versus star power.
yeah,
What about Dominic Toretto? We all have wheelmen, and we didn't take the guy from. I guess because you took.
I took O'Connor.
you took
Yeah.
O'Connor.
I took O'Connor.
Well, I
and you
took-
took Hobbs.
and I took the trans.
I took Hobbs. So, and you took the transporter.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do Mr. Miyagi? I had him on my board. I had him on my board as the old guy.
I didn't need a mentor.
You had Picard.
I had Picard.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Picard is not just a mentor. He's a leader.
Yeah.
He's very strategic. He's a military leader as well. He knows combat. He knows science. He knows... He's well-rounded. Where Mr. Miyagi,
Situational.
very much situational. That's why I didn't pick him. That's why he wasn't on my top 20 where Picard is as my old guy pick.
Yeah, Picard, old AF.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I had for people who I thought were on the board. And Snake Plissken.
Oh yeah, Escape from
Yeah.
LA.
What about you? Anyone on your list that surprised didn't pick?
Well, Ethan Hunt and Bond for sure.
Yeah.
Those are mine. And then
Oops.
who was my other one that I was looking at? Yeah, Braddock was the other. And that was about it.
How about this? We're thinking about picking a team, and sort of the number one sort of team franchise outside of maybe Fast and Furious in the last 30 years, Danny Ocean's crew.
Oh yeah.
Was anybody from that crew under any
No.
serious consideration
No.
for Andy? No.
No.
Yet again, very situational.
Yeah.
Yet again, very situational.
Unless you wanted a demolition man, then
Yeah.
you take
Then you take John Spartan.
There was two more people that were on my list that I was
Yeah.
very much considering. Have you guys seen The Old Guard on Netflix? The movie
No.
The Old Guard?
That's with
Charlene Theron?
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, Theron.
I've heard
Yeah.
of it, but I didn't watch it.
I was actually gonna pick her.
Okay.
But because like badass action character, she's essentially immortal, right? I was gonna pick her. And this one was this pick was more for like a child pick. Like if I was a kid and I wanted an action star, and as a kid the only action movies you watch would be Disney movies, the action in those, I'd be like, I want Mulan.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Kick-ass woman, saves a country, gets the dude, right? It's just amazing, right? So I was like, Mulan would be a good action pick for me too, right? For a female action lead, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Minus the live action movie, but
I still have to see that one.
I haven't.
It's okay. Jet Li's in it as the Emperor, and that's like the only nice thing because I was like, oh, it's Jet Li. Look at that, cool. But other than that, it's like it's all right.
Yeah,
But-
I've realized after that is that, you know what, I've seen the original story, and it's great that they have these for a new generation who might not
Yeah,
sort of be brought into an animated movie, or that it doesn't really draw them. But I mean, I've seen the originals, so
and it's hard to beat the originals.
Yeah.
It very
It
much
is.
is.
Which sucks because I mean, our boy Jimmy Wong's in it, right? And I still haven't
Yeah.
seen it. So
Yeah, and he did a very good job in it.
did he?
I have
that's
to
good.
admit he did a very good job in it, and
Shout outs to Jimmy.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So that is our non-superhero hero
Wow.
draft.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I can't wait to hear what the boys' thoughts, what the rest of our crew thoughts on this. I would actually like to see what they would pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too.
no.
That'd be interesting. For those listening at home, let us know who you would pick. Let us know in the comment section below. You can either email us or comment in the YouTube comment section. Do you agree with our picks? What is the best pick on each team? Minus John Wick, because John Wick's probably going to be the best pick for Noslin's team. But who would be the best pick for each team? Who is the worst pick for each team? And who is the surprising pick for each team? So anyways, let's end this off. This was a good
Absolutely.
episode.
This
So
was good.
Yep.
hey, hold that here. There we go. All right. So Coastal, where can people find you, buddy?
You can find me at Coast Dynasty on Instagram. That is COASTDY Nasty.
All right. Noslin, what about you?
You can find me on Instagram at Noslin69ers. That's my name backwards, 69ERS.
Perfect. You can find me on Instagram at Caramel Thunder, Caramel with 2 L's. You can find all of us on the Unhinged Vibes Podcast YouTube channel and also on your podcast streaming service. Now, please make sure if you're on YouTube, comment, like, and subscribe because that's going to help our channel grow. Also, on our podcast, your podcast provider, make sure you follow us as well. Let us know if you like the podcast and if you have any ideas on any future episodes or any future drafts, you let us know as well. But other than that, folks, check out our website. I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you stay safe. And from all of us to you, we love you guys. We'll see you on the next episode of the Unhinged Vibes Podcast. Let's let this music play out. See you guys.
Happy 50, guys.
All right, happy 50.